And after tonight, the girls' competition kind of levels off a little bit. You know, you look at Glasgow, they're the 5 team. Russell County ends up being the 6th team, but then you play the 11th, the 15th, and the 16th team over your last few games. So there's a lot of winnable games out here, but you would like to propel yourself into that winning stretch with a big win over a team that you haven't beaten in a long time.
Well, we're about 13 and a half minutes away from tip-off of the Trojanettes and the Lady-Scotties here in Game 1 of our doubleheader. Glasgow, their last game was on January the 29th, last Friday night, or Friday afternoon, I guess it was, in the All-A State Tournament second round up in Frankfort. And they lost to Newport Central Catholic in overtime by a score of 70-65. Glasgow comes in number 5 in the region. And the Trojanettes are number 9. That's the highest ranking Barren County has had this season, and that's in the Litkin House ratings. And, of course, their last game coming last Tuesday night at Logan County, losing a heartbreaker 62-61. In that game, Taylor Davis had a career-high 30 points and 12 rebounds in that game, and Elizabeth Bertram added 19 for Coach Piper Lindsay. And Trojanettes had a lead of 8 points at 47-39, and then we had 3 or 4 starters to foul out of the game, and then turnovers flagged the Trojanettes there late. Logan County came back, won that ball game by 1, 62-61.
It seems like it's been forever since we went down there and played, but I think that was still, even though we got beat, and, you know, there were some things that just didn't go our way. We won't, you know, break it down play by play what happened, but it felt like one of the better games we played all year. Maybe that's why that is reflected in.
We'll take a break. This pregame report brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. 12 minutes away from Trojanettes and the Lady-Scotties, and you're listening to Barren County High Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
It doesn't matter where in Southern Kentucky your project is or how much stone you need to get it done. There's just one call to make: Glass Aggregates. See, Glass Aggregates has quarries all over this part of the state, in Barren, Allen, Hart, and Monroe counties. So the stone for your project, wherever that might be in Southern Kentucky, is close by when you call Glass Aggregates. Sand, gravel, stone, whatever your project calls for, call Glass Aggregates. Same name, serving the community for over a quarter century. Call Glass Aggregates today at 270-678-3838.
If you're like most Barren County farmers, you want feed products and nutritional supplements that are proven to work for your operation. No time on your farm to mess around. CPC Commodities understands, so they provide quality feeds they can stand behind. CPC Commodities offers direct-to-farm delivery options. Direct-to-farm. Bulk or bagged feed, minerals, tubs, and farm hardware. CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours. Call toll-free 888-618-6455.
I go to South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College because it's so close. I go
for the small class sizes.
I go because I can transfer my credits. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go to get a better job. I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to. For all the right reasons. South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
The games are on.
Brent Ayers, Big O Tires of Glasgow and Bowling Green. Salute the best team in Kentucky. Big O Tires has the best tires, the best prices, the best service in Kentucky. Brent's teams are hard to beat. Score for your family with the best tires and best service in Glasgow and Bowling Green.
Big O Tires is locally owned and operated. Proud to be America's tire store. Big O Tires, the best teams in the state. Great service specialists.
The best tire prices, the best service from the best team in the field. Brent Ayers, Big O Tires in Glasgow and Bowling Green. The team you trust.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Charlotte Beals, Chairman of the Barren County Board of Education. We are BC.
Back here at Glasgow High School, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer as we get set for the Trojanettes and the Lady-Scotties in Game 1 of our doubleheader tonight. Glasgow 1-3 in district play. Their only win coming over the Trojanettes, 55-36 back on January 2nd at Barren County. Their losses to Monroe County, 55-45. Allen County, Scottsville twice, 53-38 and 49-46. And that was on a last-second shot by Jordan Brooks for Allen County, Scottsville that won that one for the Lady Patriots. Of course, Glasgow played Monroe County in the All-A Tournament Championship game, which that does not count against your district record. And Glasgow had Monroe down by 24 in that game, and Monroe County rallied back to lose by 6 in that one before Glasgow moved on to the state All-A tournament where they beat Breathitt County 57-25 and losing to Newport Central Catholic 70-65 in overtime. Glasgow shooting 43% from the field, 32.6 behind the arc, 61% of the line, 28 rebounds. They have hit 89 three-point shots this year. The Lady-Scotties are averaging 57 points a game. Their opponents at 46.8. Trojanettes are shooting at 35.1% from the field, 24% behind the arc, 59% at the free throw line, 25 rebounds a game. Barren County averaging 43.3 points a game, giving up 49 points to their opponents. We'll take another break, come back with more pregame coverage. The McDonald's pregame report here from Glasgow High School. We're 8 minutes away from tip-off. This is Barren County High basketball at 103.7 Nash Icon.
Sealing your ductwork is a sticky business. Let a professional handle the job, and Farmers RECC will cover the cost. In other words, it's free. Farmers RECC's tune-up program covers the cost for a certified technician to tune up your home's HVAC system. It's a free program to qualified members to make your home more efficient, which saves you big money over time. Contact us at farmersrecc.com to see if your home qualifies for the program. For the sticky jobs, let a professional do the work. Farmers RECC's tune-up program will cover the cost. Farmers RECC, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Where are you going today? The grocery store? Taking the kids to school? Paying bills? Headed to work? We want to go with you. Download our free mobile banking app today and take your bank with you wherever you go. Check your balance. Transfer money. Find an ATM. Just a few ways the People's Bank wants to work for you wherever you are. Stop by our office today to learn more about our mobile banking app and start taking us along for the ride. The People's Bank, working for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For over 40 years, quality has paved the way at Scotties Contracting. From driveways to highways, no job is too big or too small. Call 629-2112 for a free estimate from Scotties Contracting. Just call 629-2112. Whether you need a freshly paved driveway, resurfacing, or any other changes to your current driveway, just call 629-2112. Scotties Contracting can help add value to your home. Oh, and did I give you the number? Call 629-2112. Call Scotties Contracting today, where quality paves the way.
There was one at the grocery this morning, standing right there in front of the frozen corn. Dangest thing.
If it seems like there's a Farm Bureau agent everywhere you go, it's because there is one in every county of the Commonwealth. So no matter where you are, you're never far from someone who can take care of all your insurance needs with the personal service you'd expect from someone who lives where you live. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Call me, Matt London, at the Reynolds Road office today, 678-3500.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Bob Blair, Barren County High School Athletic Director, and we are BC.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer back here at Glasgow High School as we got just a couple of other games going on around the region tonight, as this being a Thursday night. Russell County boys are at Casey County, and Cumberland County girls are hosting Caverna. The Hart County girls are at Louisville Fairdale tonight, and of course that's the Trojanettes' opponent tomorrow night at Barren County High. Games around the area brought to you by A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. We'll come back with tonight's starting lineups, the Trojanettes and the Lady-Scotties, here in Game 1 in just a moment, as you're following Barren County High basketball at 103.7 Nash Icon.
Your parents have protected you throughout your life. What can you get your parents that may save their life? SCRTC has an answer. The Personal Emergency Response System is a new service offered through SCRTC. This device is discreetly worn around the neck. In case of a fall or any tragedy that can happen to our senior loved ones, they push a button on the device to make personal contact with you, an ambulance, and other emergency personnel immediately. Call SCRTC today to find out about the new Personal Emergency Response System.
Bring in the new year with Green Tree Business Checking at South Central Bank.
Open a Green Tree Business Checking account during the month of January and get a special introductory rate.
Check out the great features and benefits of Green Tree Business Checking and learn how you can get a $100 credit by signing up for our Merchant Services Program.
Remember, limited time. So talk to any of our service-certified bankers today or visit southcentralbank.com and check it out.
Small enough to know you, big enough to help. South Central Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Shelter Insurance, we could tell you that we insure thousands of homeowners, but what we couldn't tell you was their favorite room in the house. So we asked, is it your TV room with a 50-inch screen in the 50-yard line seats? Or is it the kitchen where all those terrific meals and conversations heat up? Or is it the deck where all those spectacular sunsets show up every night just like clockwork? The answer is all of the above.
I'm Brad Gross. For a free insurance review, see me at 130 South Public Square.
From the traditional funeral services we've always provided to the more contemporary options that are growing in popularity, at Hatcher and Sattler Funeral Home, we promise to always do our very best to satisfy your personal wishes and requests. Helping people make their final arrangements in advance is a service we provide free of charge because we know firsthand just how much this process can benefit the remaining family members. Hatcher and Sattler Funeral Home in Glasgow. Here when you need us.
Market declines, unemployment, oil prices. Today's headlines can be scary. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sheila Perkins. I'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to be positioned for the long term. We provide the tools for a reasoned, disciplined approach to investing. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. Stop by my office at 110 Reynolds Road for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing. Member SIPC.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan assistant football coach Chad Perkins, and we are BC.
Here's tonight's South Central Bank starting lineup. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. For Glasgow, under head coach Justin Stinson in his sixth season, record of 127 wins and 48 losses. His assistants are Ashley Freeman, Fred Stockton, and Keith Hale. Ellie Bartley, a 5'6 junior, averaging 12.2 points a game. Bree Glover, a 5'11 senior, averaging 23.5 points and 10 rebounds. Kaylin Hale, a 5'7 sophomore, averaging 7 points and 3 rebounds. Skylar Bird, a 5'11 junior, averaging 4.7 points, 3.4 rebounds a game. And Amanda Lee, a 5'10 freshman, averaging 5.2 points and 3.7 rebounds. Bartley has verbally committed to play college basketball. Of course, she's still got one more year to go in her senior year next year. She's already verbally committed to North Florida, and Bree Glover has signed with Ole Miss to play college basketball next year. Piper Lindsay, her first season at Barren County. Assistant coaches Abby Beard, Scott Chapman, and Courtney Cruz. Taylor Davis, a 5'8 senior, averaging 11.5 points, 5.7 rebounds a game. Olivia Hutchins, a 5'3 senior, averaging 5.3. Kennedy Logston, a 5'3 senior, averaging 1.7 points a game. Mallory Pettigo, a 5'8 freshman, averaging 3. And Bailey Pettigo, a 5'7 freshman, averaging 2.6 points and 3 rebounds a game. There's your starting lineups. As we get set for the Fallers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening tip-off coming up. The officials for tonight's game are Frankie Williams, Todd Duff, and Joe Plunk. The official sponsor is Whitlow Family Vision Centers. If you're having trouble with your eyesight, call Whitlow Family Vision Centers at 270-651-2020. Now open on Saturdays, your dealer for Oakley sunglasses. We'll come back with a tip-off of the Trojanettes and Lady-Scotties in Game 1 of our doubleheader. After this break, you're following Barren County High Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Whatever your taste in sports.
has to fall in the right place, obviously. Bartley has to have a night where she's not hitting three. Glover has to get in foul trouble. We have to find a way to rebound with them, and we have to find a way to make shots from that 12 to 15-foot range. We've been able to do that. We did that at Logan County the other night. So everything has to go right for us to win, and I said it would be really nice in Piper's first year for her to get a district win. Great if it's tonight, even better if it's in a couple of weeks on Monday night of the opening round of the district.
Glasgow moving right to left. Barren County left to right as we see it here from the broadcast table as Taylor Davis will step in the jump circle with Glasgow's Bree Glover. And Todd Duff will toss it up. And here we go. Glasgow will control it. Ellie Bartley will put down the dribble and bring it across the midcourt stripe. Bartley, top of the key, dribbles off to the right side, hooks it back to Glover. Glover wants to work it into the lane, goes for the shot, puts it up, it's no good. Battle for the rebound, taken out over Mallory Pettigo for the Trojanettes. She'll bring it into the front court, sends it off to Logston. Now Kennedy Logston and the dribble against Ellie Bartley, looking for help, goes back left side over to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo dribbling now out there against Skylar Bird, gives it off now to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo left side over to Logston. Logston against Bartley, and the corner goes to Davis. Davis goes baselines, trying to reverse it up, it's no good. Rebound to Lee for Glasgow. Glover, free throw line, out to Bartley, fakes one way, drives the other, kicks it back to Glover for a three, and it's no good. Rebound taken off by Bird, throws it back out to Glover. Glover works it left to the lane, flips up the shot, it's no good. We got a foul call.
We got the shot we wanted. Glover taking threes she can make, but we would much rather have her doing that than driving in the lane like we saw in the first possession, even though we were still able to get her to miss.
Two shots for Glover. The first one rattles out. 65.7% free throw shooter.
Remember in that first game, they ran Ellie at the point, which obviously they do a majority of the time, and it just had a little high screen from Glover. It didn't work very well, and they actually had to go away from it. Hopefully we can replicate that tonight again in the first quarter.
Glover gets the second one. It's 1-0 Glasgow. As Logston gets it across the line.
Just man pressure.
Bounces it off to Houchins. Houchins will bring it out front over to Davis. Davis against Glover. Can't go. Gives it back to Logston. Logston around the top of the circle over to Elizabeth Bertram, who just checked into the ball game. 5'8", 8th grader. Bertram spinning back to the left side. Picks up a dribble. Looks back right, then back left. Throws it away.
Had to get rid of it. Picked it up in a bad position. She actually thought she had to pick it up because the count was on, and she was halfway between both officials, and neither one had the count on her.
So it's a 1-0 Glasgow lead as Ellie Bartley handles the basketball for the Lady-Scotties. Gets a screen from Glover, drives left to the lane, throws it back out to Glover, had to go chase it down to the right side. Now on the dribble, makes a move against Davis, goes to the basket, puts it up, it's no good. Rebound Lee, back up and in.
Two layups we have gotten her to miss in a three-point shot. One of those, though, is the only thing that they haven't been able to score on.
Bertram sends it down to Houchins, fakes the three, dribbles, gives it off to Bailey Pettigo. Back over now, or Mallory Pettigo, back out to Houchins and now to Logston. Top of the key, back over to Houchins, can't shoot the three, drives into the lane, loops it back over the corner to Davis and back out to Logston again. Logston against Kaylin Hale, works between the circles, right side over to Houchins. Houchins now picks up her dribble. Lee's putting the fence on her and gives it back to Logston. Out to Davis for the three ball. It's off the mark. Rebound to Lee. Hands it off to Glover. Glover racing down the floor the left side. Heads toward the lane. Left elbow. Backs away behind the arc.
Been good in transition a couple times. Bree hadn't got an open run at the rim.
Here's Ellie Bartley driving into the lane. Bounce pass goes off the foot. And then Bird slaps it away and out of bounds on the Barren County bench. And Trojanettes will get the ball as Bailey Pettigo checks into the Trojanet lineup or replace Olivia Houchins. Logston with it in the backcourt. She'll bring it across the timeline against Bartley. Left side, Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo trying to drive, can't go. And the corner goes to Logston, the left-hand side. Now reverses back left. Gives it off to Bertram. Bertram now driving, goes underneath, puts it up, shot it too hard. Wide open shot taken by Lee for Glasgow. And here's Bartley into the front court. Bartley, little head fake, drives right to the lane. Hale out of the corner for three. It's off the mark. Davis with a rebound for Barrett. Taylor Davis driving the basket against Glover. A little pump fake, puts it up and in.
Fortunate to get away with probably a walk there. But Bree actually let her get in front of her because she was going to swat her from behind, and Taylor put her in a position where she couldn't.
3-2 ball game. Glasgow. Here's Ellie Bartley. Little head fake left of the lane. Stops. Dishes it off to Bird. Bird works it into the lane. Throws it back over to Bartley. Bartley drives the baseline. Throws up the shot. Good.
Gotta have somebody rotate over to win the runner off the line, not let her shoot a three, but you got somebody to rotate over.
5-2. Glasgow. Here's Bertram firing it out of the corner. It is coming off. Glover with a rebound for the Lady-Scotties. Glover on the left side. McKee cuts back left. Goes to the basket. Puts it up and in against Taylor Davis. Her third point of the game. Glasgow with a 7-2 lead. Logston with the basketball for Barren. Bounce pass left side to Bertram. Bertram against Bird. Top of the key, Davis. Fakes, drives, into the lane. Shot blocked from behind by Glover and out of bounds. Logston will toss it in, left of the bucket. Still looking. Gets it into Davis. Davis almost lost the handle. Back to Logston. Out to Bailey Pettigo. Had a shot at a three there. Didn't take it. Then Bartley scoots it off the floor to Hale. Then stolen away from behind by Logston.
Way to stay in the play there from Kennedy.
Logston angles off left. Bounce pass out top to Mallory Pettigo.
Could have shooters ready to shoot.
Davis slides over, shoots a 17-footer that won't go. Rebound taken by Skylar Bird. And she hands it off to Bartley, and we got a foul is just knocked out of bounds.
Just knocked out of bounds. I thought she actually, and that was Bailey Pettigo, who just kind of stuck her hand in there. I thought she was actually able to knock it off of her head, but they gave it back to Glasgow, and we set back up in it's almost a zone because we play off of their weaker offensive player and put somebody extra underneath the rim, but it's still primarily a man.
Here's Bartley straight away, top of the key three, rims off, and we got a foul on the rebound, and it's going to be against the Lady-Scotties. They put this one on Amanda Lee. That is her first, team's first the ball game against Glasgow.
Textbook block out by Bailey Pettigo. We just got to have that every single possession. Anytime you don't, they get an offensive putback.
And here's Bailey Pettigo has a ball slapped by Bird and out of bounds on the left baseline, so it'll stay with the Trojanettes.
We've got to have somebody, and it's going to be hard for Taylor to get 30 tonight with Bree Gardner, but we've got to have somebody get some offensive confidence and just shoot the ball.
Houchins with it, drives against Beers, sends it off now to Davis. Davis across the left side to Mallory Pettigo. Here's Bertram on the baseline, double team, hooks it back to Davis, top of the key, drives the lane, bounces off underneath, shot put up and in by Bailey Pettigo.
Terrific assist from Taylor, too, to find her open on the block.
7-4, Glasgow leads it by 3. Ellie Bartley, top of the key, drives off the screen from Glover, gives to Brianna Beers, who's in the game, 10-foot of the lane, no good. Rebound taken off by Houchins, goes to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo in the front court. Leaves it with Mallory Pettigo. Now Mallory Pettigo, top of the key, over to Bertram on the right side. Bertram spinning against Bird. Throws it up to the left hand. It can't go in. Ball comes back to her. Shot goes up this time, though. And Bird with a rebound for Glasgow. And here comes Glover down the right side of the floor. And ball poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady-Scotties. Kaylin Hale returning to the lineup for Coach Justin Stinson as Lee will check out. Minute 51 to play here in the first quarter. And the Trojanettes trailing the Lady-Scotties 7-4. Glover, long distance three, off the mark. Rebound to Pettigo. That's Bailey Pettigo. Sends it down the left side to Bertram. Bertram on the left wing. Houchins with it now. Houchins picks up her dribble, throws it back out now to Mallory Pettigo. A minute 36 to play in the quarter. Davis with it, right side of the circle against Glover. Gives it off now to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo left side over to Houchins. Can't get it over looking at three as Bartley's putting the pressure on her. And they're going to call her for a double dribble.
It was knocked kind of loose from her hands, but they say she regained control and let go of it again for a double dribble. It's been a sloppy quarter, and I just kind of looked up and realized that we don't have our stat guy with us tonight, and I should have done a better job trying to keep up. But if you were watching this game just from our perspective, not with stats in your hand, you would think it's much more than a 7-4 game just by the number of shots we have not been able to get up.
Here's Bartley, 10-footer right side, won't go. Rebound by Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pittigo sends it down the left side of Houch, and she goes to the floor. And apparently the ball, she stepped on the sideline, and so a turnover by Barren County will give it back to the Lady-Scotties.
We haven't turned it over a ton, but we just have not been able to get up shots. And I'd say it's easily 2-1 in the number of shots Glasgow's put up versus the number that we have. We have had some possessions where we've ran some awful long offensive sets that's helped to minimize Glasgow's possessions. But you're happy with a 7-4 game. But you just hope that they continue not to make shots and we find a way to put them in.
Right. Ellie Bartley with the basketball for Glasgow. 52 seconds to play in the quarter. Comes out to Bird. Left side, Bartley on the wing. Dumps it down to Glover. She puts it up and in.
Got it right on the face cut to the block. Hard to defend.
9-4 Glasgow. 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. Barren County with the basketball. Bertram driving. Cut off by Bird. Wants to go baseline, spins back against Bird, has to do something with it. Pass knocked away and stolen by Glover. Glover heads to the basket, feeds it back off to Bartley, spins, puts it up off the glass, no good. Davis had the rebound, had it yanked away by Glover. She goes back up with it, no. Lee puts it back up, no good. Again back up, no. We got a foul on Barren County.
How about that 15 seconds? Bree had what, 90% of the time she would have taken as a layup, and our defender there on her hip forced her to pass it.
Foul is going to be on Bertram. That's her first, team second. And Amanda Lee, 52.5% free throw shooter, got the first one to roll in. And now Beers checks back into the Lady-Scotty lineup for Kaylin Hale with 12.6 seconds to go. Here in the first quarter, it's a 10-4 Glasgow lead. Amanda Lee back at the free throw line. This one goes up, and she hits both of them. In for Glasgow now, Heidi Holgate, a 6-foot senior, averaging 1.6, comes in for Amanda Lee. 11-4. Glasgow on top. Inbounds pass comes to Longston. Sands knocked away. Glover saved it from going out of bounds. Bartley with it across the line. Takes it right side out to Glover. Long three, no good. And Heidi Holgate had the rebound, tried to put it back up. It came up short, and that's the end of the first quarter. After one, it's Glasgow 11, Barren County 4. We'll come back after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Hey there, has anyone ever told you you are really scoring some points?
Did you get that line from a cheap Valentine's Day card?
I just wanted you to check your Shop Your Way account for surprise points.
Oh.
You can use them at Sears or Kmart on almost anything you want. Jewelry, sweaters, a new multi-floor bagless vacuum.
Why would I want a new vacuum?
Because you have swept me off my feet.
Seriously?
Okay, that one's a line.
Surprise points valid till February 10th. Amount of points awarded based on membership status and other factors. Ask to redeem your points at checkout. Exclusions apply. See shopyourway.com for details.
Hi, you've reached Burger King. To leave a message, press 1.
Burger King? Listen, I'm a bit of an idea guy. Like croutons, I thought of that. I got a great idea to make your burgers better. 2 words, buttery sauce. Because that makes everything taste better. You with me?
Sounds good. It's almost as good as the new extra-long buttery cheeseburger from Burger King. 2 beef patties topped with veggies and a rich buttery sauce on a toasted bun. Now just 2 for $5. Or mix and match with the flame grilled chicken burger. Part of the 2 for $5 deal. The new extra-long buttery cheeseburger. Only at Burger King. Limited time only. Price and participation vary.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Barren County School Superintendent Bo Matthews. Go Trojans!
Well, our first quarter was brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. Quarter number 2, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer from Glasgow High. Trojanettes trail the Lady-Scotties 11-4. 2-3 zone now Glasgow shows. And Bailey Pittigo throws it cross court over to Houchins. Back out front to Longston. Longston back over to Houchins. 3 ball in the air. Banked it in. Well, how about that one?
We'll get our bank shots one way or the other.
That was our People's Bank shot. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you, and it did for Olivia Houchins to cut the lead to 4 at 11-7. Here's Glover with the basketball out top. Glover starts her move against Davis. Into lane. Throws it over the left side to Hale. Hale will circle around over the right side. Gives to Bartley. Bartley into the key. Cuts back right of the lane. Now looks back left. Back right. Gives it off to Hale. And Hale back to Bartley.
Good defensive series there. Still playing though.
Bartley trying to make a move on Longston. Gives it off to Beers. Goes into the lane. Puts up a easy shot. Missed it. Bertram with a rebound for Barren.
You make Beers take shots out of the 5 out there for Glasgow. Good things are going to happen.
Pass deflected by Bartley and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojanettes with 6:50 to play here in the second quarter. 11-7, Glasgow lead.
You always kind of pick out, or not almost pick on, Glasgow's weakest offensive player. And it's not that they're that much worse than everybody else. It's just that Glover and Bartley have been so much better that they kind of stand out.
Right. They've been around for a while. Here's Taylor Davis. Right lane goes back to Pettigo. Left side in the corner. Bertram fires and hits. Elizabeth Bertram getting her first 2 of the night. Makes it 11-9 the score.
With them playing the zone, that's the shot that we're going to have to hit. Those little in-betweeners.
Here's Glasgow driving. It's Hale putting it up. No good. Holgate back up. No. She's over the back. Puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you see, is over the back. They decided not to call it just because she was more straight up. We got to put a butt into her and scoot her out of there.
13-9 the score. Glasgow by 4. Logston left side over to Houchins. Houchins cross-court pass to Bailey Pettigo. Back out to Logston. Logston now gives it in there to Davis. Davis drives against Holgate. Puts it up. It's no good. And rebounds loose on the floor. Pettigo comes up with it. Gives to Davis. Shot blocked by Glover. Ball poked down into the back court as Logston regains control of it.
Yeah, Kennedy had rotated back, so it went right into her hands.
Bailey Pettigo back to Logston over to Houchins on the left side.
They almost play a polar opposite defense from Allen County. They push you out where Allen County just kind of stays in the paint.
Bounce pass over to Houchins. On the left side, feeds to Davis, had it poked away, got it back, though then it had it slapped loose again. Beers comes up with the basketball for Glasgow, gives to Glover.
Ever passed, almost they had a hand on it.
Here's a no-look pass, Holgate can't handle it, it goes out of bounds.
When Bartley and Glover aren't taking shots, we're just as good of a team as Glasgow is. I just wish some of our girls would have the confidence to go into the body, especially of Glover, and try to get her a couple fouls. The chance you're going to make it for a three-point play is not good, but, you know, the fouls mount up.
Right, Glasgow's gone back to man-to-man, and here's Davis with the basketball, works it in the lane. Oh, she got hammered by Glover from behind. That'll be her first, Glasgow's second. That can put Taylor Davis at the free throw line for 2 shots.
It's like intentional that she lets her man beat her so she can block her from behind. You almost just know where she is, slide over in front of her, and stop so she runs over you, and they're forced to call a foul.
Yeah. Taylor Davis hits the first free throw, about a 54% free throw shooter, and hits them both. That'll cut the lead to 2 at 13-11.
Well, we were in it the whole first quarter when we played at our place, and they kind of blew it open from there after we didn't score very many in the second, but we're still hanging around.
7-2 run. Here's Glover inside. Misses a shot badly. Gets her on rebound. Puts it back up and in and a foul.
That's not a foul, and that's a terrible spot to call a foul in. The official sees all the way through the lane in traffic and tells me that Taylor hit her. If he can guarantee that Taylor touched Glover, I'll give him my week's pay because there's no way he can see that.
Glover gets a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Makes it 16-11. And, of course, that was a second foul on Taylor Davis. Third one against Barren County in the first half. Davis works inside, gives to Mallory Pettigo. 3 good!
That's what I'm saying. We have to have confidence to let it go. And those threes, there's some looks there that are going to be open because they're still kind of rotating over in a zone man look, switching it back and forth.
And now it's a 2-point Glasgow lead, 16-14. Glover with it out top for the Lady-Scotties. Works against Davis. Got to be careful. Taylor's got to be careful. Spin move in the lane. Shot goes up. It's no good. Taylor Davis with the rebound. Had it poked away, but Mallory Pettigo there to get it. Gives it off to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory Pettigo between the circles. Left side it goes to Logston.
Wish we'd taken advantage where Glover was still kind of trailing back for us to attack the rim with not her underneath there.
Back over the left side. Pettigo back to Logston. In the middle to Davis. Davis turns back over to Mallory Pettigo for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound by Bailey Pettigo. An offensive rebound. Ball gets knocked away. Out of bounds. Got a foul at midcourt, and it's going to be on Kaylin Hale. Her first. Glasgow's third of the half. And Taylor Davis is going to check out of the game for Coach Piper Lindsay with those 2 fouls, and is replaced by Maddie Green, a 5'8" sophomore.
Don't have a choice, but somebody's got to step up and guard Glover the way that Taylor did.
Right side is Bailey Pettigo. Putting down the dribble, gives it off to Bertram. Bertram against Skylar Bird. Top of the key. Still in the dribble. 2-point Glasgow lead, 16-14. And a ball out of bounds. Turnover, Barren County.
Our best defense right now is kind of pulling it out and taking care of the basketball and keeping Glasgow from having possessions.
Ellie Bartley will bring it up for the Lady-Scotties. Sends it off to Glover of the left wing. Glover. And now Green guarding her. She'll have to be careful. Crossover dribble goes to the basket, puts it in. And a foul on the Trojanettes. And this will be on Elizabeth Bertram, and that's her second. Fourth team foul against Barren County here in the first half. So Glover now at 10 points, and she misses the free throw, taken by Elizabeth Bertram for Barren. Slows it up, gives it over now to Bailey Pettigo. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Over the left side is Houchins. Houchins sends it out to Green. Over the left side to Bertram. Bertram now on the dribble. Picks it up, sends it back out to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo on the dribble, top of the key against Kaylin Hale. Still on the dribble. Reverses back right. Gets rid of the basketball to Houchins. Houchins down to 2:40 to play in the half.
I'm okay with this. It keeps Glasgow from having any chance at the offensive side of the ball.
Here's Bertram in traffic. Flips it up to the left hand. Can't get it to drop. And I believe he got Glover on the back.
That's right.
And that'll be her second. Glasgow's fourth of the half.
Elizabeth knew she missed it, knew where she missed it. She just went to go get it and happened to be right in front of Glover, who jumped over her back. Right
Hadley
now,
hammer in the ball game.
Sorry, right now with Hadley going in, we've got to find somebody to score.
And Houchins trying to get the ball in play. A 5-second count.
Maybe about, if you count by twos, that was pretty quick.
2:28 to go here in the first half. No, it's just like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it was quick.
2:20 to play here in the first half as Bartley has a basketball for Glasgow. Off the screen from Lee, drives, throws up a floater, no good. Battle for the rebound, take it out of Kennedy Longston with 2:08 to play here in the first half. Here's Bailey Pettigo, pulls up, shoots a jumper, it won't go. Bartley with a rebound for Glasgow. Bartley pushes it down the floor, weaving through traffic, bounce pass underneath the Veers, and she puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Lee back up, got a foul.
It feels like we've committed like 15 fouls, but that's only going to be the fifth on the team. It just happened that they weren't distributed very well, and you put your two leading scorers in Bertram and Davis with two apiece on the bench. That one go to Kennedy.
Yeah. Free throw by Lee is good. She's 3 out of 3 at the line here in the first half. 19-14 the score. Glasgow with a 5-point lead, a minute 54 to play. Here in the first half, second shot is good for Lee. She's got 6 in the ball game. And it's 20-14. Lady-Scotties, a minute 50 to play here in the first half.
Need a bucket bad here to keep it close.
And here's Houchins firing the 3. It's an air ball. Chased down by Skylar Bird, gives to Ellie Bartley. Bartley pushes it down the middle of the floor, angles off to the left side, cuts back right, goes across the free throw line, gives it off to Hale. Hale on the right wing. Back to Bartley with a minute and a half to play. Bartley now starts her move. Lee up there to give her a screen. Left of the lane, gives to Bird. Bird drives into the lane. Up and under shot is no good. And the rebound taken by Hadley Hammer. Gives to Longston, a minute 12 to play in the first half. 20-14. The Lady-Scotties. And here's Bailey Pettigo, top of the key against Skylar Bird. Wants to drive. Leaves it off with Houchins. Has a three-pointer blocked by Lee. Tap back in bounds. Saved, though, right in the hands of the Trojanettes. Here's a ball deflected again. It goes out of bounds. And I'm going to say Mallory Pettigo touched it last.
You don't have Glover out there, but Bird and Lee both have some length on them. So it's not just easily done driving down the middle of the lane like you would like to think with her not in the game.
45 seconds to play here in the first half. Here's Bartley. Hooking it back off to Lee at the free throw line. Back to Bartley. Fakes, drives, off the screen right. Forces up the shot. It's no good. Ball tapped to Bird. It's no good. Pierce trying to get the rebound. Taken by Hammer with 30 seconds to play and a half. Houchins back out to Hammer. 25 seconds. Baseline is Bailey Pettigo. She is trapped. Needs some help. Bounce pass in there to Longston. She puts it up and in.
Good thing. Good job letting it happen there. And it's just a 4-point game if we can get a stop going into the break.
20-16. Glasgow by 4.
They're cleared out. Last shot here.
Here's Bartley. Works against Longston. Throws it up in traffic. No good. A foul. With 2.1. They're going to put it on Hammer, I believe. Her first, team 6th. And Bartley at the line, 75% free throw shooter. The first one is good. That's her 3rd point of the game. And in for Glasgow now is number 35. I don't think we have her name matched up with the number, so we'll try to get it here in a minute. Heidi Holgate back in the game now for Glasgow. Here's Bartley's free throw. It's off the mark. Holgate gets the rebound. Back to Bartley. Lets it fly off the glass. It's no good. And that ends in the first half with a score here at halftime. Glasgow 21, Barren County 16. We'll go back and talk with our Barren County Judge Executive Michael Hale after this break. Talk about the WKU Glasgow Learn and Earn program. After this, on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Hey there, has anyone ever told you you are really scoring some points?
Did you get that line from a cheap Valentine's Day card?
I just wanted you to check your Shop Your Way account for surprise points.
Oh.
You can use them at Sears or Kmart on almost anything you want. Jewelry, sweaters, a new multi-floor bagless vacuum.
Why would I want a new vacuum?
Because you have swept me off my feet.
Seriously?
Okay, that one's a line.
Surprise points valid till February 10th. The amount of points awarded based on membership status and other factors. Ask to redeem your points at checkout. Exclusions apply. See shopyourway.com for details.
Hi, you've reached Burger King. To leave a message, press 1. Burger King? Listen, I'm a bit of an idea guy. Like croutons, I thought of that. I got a great idea to make your burgers better. 2 words, buttery sauce. Because that makes everything taste better. You with me?
Sounds good. It's almost as good as the new extra-long buttery cheeseburger from Burger King. 2 beef patties topped with veggies and a rich buttery sauce on a toasted bun. Now just 2 for $5. Or mix and match with the flame grilled chicken burger. Part of the 2 for $5 deal. The new extra-long buttery cheeseburger. Only at Burger King. Limited time only. Price and participation vary.
Tell a listener who listens to the radio, when was the last time you listened to your taste buds? Say, ah. Crazy. Your taste buds are experiencing an intense case of the we need a sip of our favorite drink in the whole wide world. For only $1, there's a refreshing cure for that. Listen to your taste buds. They love what you really love, the unique taste of Coca-Cola at McDonald's. Now get any size icy cold Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea for just $1. Prices and participation may vary.
Citizens First Mobile Banking makes your nearest branch as close as your mobile phone. It's easier than ever to access your accounts, check your balances, review transactions, and make transfers. You can even pay bills, and now you can deposit a check right from your smartphone, anytime, anywhere. If your phone is ever lost or stolen, your mobile banking tools are safely locked behind strong security. Just visit citizensfirstbank.com and learn how to take care of your accounts on the go. Mobile banking with Citizens First, wherever you are, whenever you need it.
Approval required for mobile deposit. Visit your Citizens First branch for details. Member FDIC. You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Assistant Principal and Trojanet Head Softball Coach Darryl Murphy. We are BC.
Back here at halftime at Glasgow High School, the Trojanettes trailing the Glasgow Lady-Scotties 21-16 here at the break, and it's a pleasure to have Barren County Judge Executive Michael Hale with me here courtside, and good to see you tonight, sir.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate the opportunity to let you know what we have going on in the community.
WKU Glasgow offering a Learn and Earn program. Let's talk about that.
Yes, sir. What is WKU Learn and Earn program? The Learn and Earn program is the WKU partners with area companies and businesses, employs college students to help them meet the company's production goals. In return, those students work for wages, receive scholarships from their employers as well. What is the value for the college students? College students earn hourly wages plus a scholarship from their employer. Each semester they Then the scholarship dollars are applied toward the students' tuition costs. In addition, WKU provides specialized training and career counseling for the students while in the Learn and Earn program. What is the value for the business partners? The business partners have direct access to job candidates through the Learn and Earn program, and they get pre-screened employees who will be dependable, responsible, productive for their company. In addition to many other benefits to the company, it reduces the recruitment and training cost as well. Here's the value to the community through the Learn and Earn. Learn and Earn supports the community by supporting companies who are trying to grow and expand. So, by doing so, Learn and Earn is able to impact economic development in the region and ultimately the quality of life for us all. Now, I want the citizens of Barren County to understand and know that myself, the Industrial Development Economic Authority, WKU, Sky CTC, our career centers, we're throwing every resource we have in this county towards our young people. We have 488 students that is set to graduate. About 51% of them are probably not going to go to college.
Yeah.
So we want to give them the opportunity to either higher education or have a career path, and that's our goal.
And this is a win-win-win situation.
Absolutely.
You got the students, the employers, and the community involved.
Absolutely. We started out with this program just to take care of the industry right here in Barren County. Well, we had to launch it about 6 months earlier because we had an industry that needed people, and they needed them really bad, and we were successful at putting 47 students to work within just a few months. So now we're gaining traction with this program, and now outside the region, as far as Owensboro, are knocking at our door.
Right.
So, hey, it is a win-win.
So, and this is the first year, is that right?
That's correct. That's correct. And, you know, the good thing about this is our industries within our county are awarding scholarships, and they're getting all the credit for it. So when we have a prospective client that wants to bring an industry to Barren County and Glasgow, and they see that our industry existing here now is giving away scholarships, how great is that?
Can't beat it.
That's
Can't
right.
beat it. That's a great program.
That's right. Absolutely. And we've got a table set up over here tonight. If a parent or if a student or whoever wants information, they can go over. We have two people that is set up to answer questions for them. Or if they see me walking around, they can ask me too.
Sounds like a great program, sir.
Thank you, Jay.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. I'll be back at halftime with the boys and give another update.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Michael Hale, the Barren County Judge Executive here at halftime about the WKU Glasgow Learn and Earn program. We'll come back with more of our halftime festivities in a moment. The Lady-Scotties 21, Trojanettes 16 on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Hi, this is Dylan Stotts with a spotlight on Hinesville Elementary School. Hinesville is proud to be an academically distinguished school for years in a row, scoring in the top 5% in Kentucky. We are a me versus me mindset for all. This helps students be the best they can be, whether it's in academics, sports, clubs, or serving our community. Hinesville Elementary, where only the best is good enough. Go Trojans and Trojanettes.
You've got a job to do, and Joseph A. Wade in Glasgow makes sure you're ready to roll with over 15,000 items in stock, from belts to drill bits, nuts, bolts, screws, black pipe, and more, and services for big trucks, heavy equipment, tractors, and factory machines, including industrial hose and fittings, custom hydraulic hoses, AC lines, and tube bending. Joseph A. Wade is your maintenance hardware specialist, and yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. Roll into 311 Industrial Drive in Glasgow and let Joseph A. Wade work for you.
Hi, I'm Josh Underwood. At Cook Downing and Underwood Insurance, we are committed to meeting your insurance needs. Representing companies such as State Auto, do you take pride in your house and vehicles? Are you a small business owner with commercial insurance? Do you love someone and need life insurance? Do you want an honest, dependable agent? If the answer is yes, we'd love to talk with you. Stop by our office at 217 South Green Street and let the friendliest agency in town go to work for you.
Cook Downing and Underwood Insurance. Call 270-651-2194.
I've been told that getting me to be quiet is like trying to get the hydraulics on your tractor to work after you put water in them. It's just not going to work. This is Whitney at Big Metal Oil Company, and I guess you know, talking is one of my favorite things to do. Another favorite of mine is helping people save money. Come by Big Metal Oil on 219 Industrial Drive in Glasgow and learn how we can save you money. Cold weather is here, so you know we're going to have coffee, and as always, four-legged door greeters. While here, ask for a tour and see all that we have to offer. Come by or call today at 270-651-5200. you want to.
If you're planning to attend college in 2016, your first step for financial assistance is to fill out your free application for federal student aid. The FAFSA paperwork must be submitted as close to the beginning of the year as possible. Don't wait to file your taxes. Get your application in the system early, then you can adjust it later. For help or more information, call the Campbellsville University Office of Financial Aid, 270-789-5013, or email finaid@campbellsville.edu. Fill out your free application at fafsa.gov.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Barren County School Superintendent Bo Matthews. Thanks for supporting our Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes.
21-16, Glasgow leading Barren County here at the break, and our second quarter of action brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, your maintenance hardware specialist. And yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. Our halftime report presented by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. And a few stats here presented by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, serving all with dignity and respect since 1899. Glasgow had 7 field goals, 7 of 10 at the free throw line. Bree Glover with 10 points, 4 field goals, 2 of 4 at the line. Amanda Lee with 6 points and a field goal and 4 of 4 at the line. Ellie Bartley with a field goal and 1 of 2 at the line for her 3. And Heidi Holgate had 2 points. Barren County had 6 field goals. 2 of those were 3-pointers, 2 of 2 at the line. Taylor Davis with 4 points, a field goal and 2 free throws, a 3-pointer for Olivia Houchins. Mallory Pettigo hit a 3, 2 points for Kennedy Logston, 2 each for Bailey Pettigo and Elizabeth Bertram. And, of course, Barren County outscored Glasgow in that second quarter, 12-10, after trailing 11-4 at the end of the first quarter. Third quarter coming up, brought to you by Glass Aggregates. Same name serving this community for over a quarter of a century. Don't have any scores to report, but we'll try to get one of that Hart County girls and Louisville Fairdale. Of course, the Trojanettes play Hart County tomorrow night as part of the boy-girl doubleheader. And we'll try to get an updated score on that on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Share a Coke with friends this basketball season.
Neither team shot the ball really well. It looks like we were 4 of 21 in the first quarter. Glasgow was 7 of 26. The big stat, though, we held Glover just to 4 of 12 and Bartley 1 of 7. We did turn it over 10 times compared to just 3 for Glasgow.
All right. Second half underway, third quarter. Skylar Bird dribbling off to the right side, hands to Bartley. Bartley in the key, cuts back to the right, lobs it back over to Bird in the right corner. Back out to Bartley. As Glasgow left to right in your radio dial here in the second half. Bartley, crossover move, hooks it down underneath the Lee, and she puts it up and in.
We got to be inside. Knowing the focus is on the driver, we got to get inside of that person and help a little bit better.
23-16, Glasgow by 7. Logston left side to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo now sends it over to Houchins. Houchins looking. Bounce pass at the foot of Bird. I'm not sure what happened there. It should have been a kick ball. But here's Glover with a basketball on the left side. Glover works inside, goes up for the shot. It comes off the rim. Rebound put back up and in by Lee.
Rebounds and ended the half 15-10. Glasgow just +5. But it was much worse in the first quarter when they were getting those offensive rebounds. You see another one there to push it to 9.
And here's Bailey Pettigo with it on the left side against Kaylin Hale. Reverses back right, then back left. Now picks up a dribble, feeds it off to Houchins, goes to the basket, flips it up and in off the glass.
Good handoff going right to the rim there for Olivia to throw one off the window.
For a People's Bank shot, 25-18. Glasgow by 7. Skylar Bird driving, stops, throws up the shot, and it rims good. She gets her first 2 points of the game. Frankie Williams just takes a tumble here in front of us. He's good to go, though. 27-18, Glasgow by 9. Spin move by Bailey Pettigo. Let the defender fly by and put it up and in. 27-20. 6:06 to play here in the third quarter. Bird with a basketball, a little bump foul. And it will be on Bailey Pettigo. That is her first foul of the second half. Elizabeth Bertram checking into the Trojanet lineup for Coach Piper Lindsay. Glasgow's basketball underneath. Here's the lob to Glover in the lane. Spin move against Davis. Puts it up. It is no good. Rebound Bertram. She'll slow it down. Hand it off to Mallory Pettigo. Now Mallory Pettigo, right side Houchins. In the corner to Logston. She'll bring it back out against Bartley. Davis makes a three. Drives. Goes underneath. Has to bounce it back out for a three-point shot that's no good for Mallory Pettigo. Offensive rebound, Davis. Oh, there's going to be a foul there, as that was a spiked ball against Mallory Pettigo, and Glover picks up her third.
Well, hold on.
Nope, they're going to put it on Bird.
He called it out on the floor a little bit before he got to Glover.
Ball comes in the corner to Mallory Pettigo, out to Davis. Davis now sends it to Logston, right side. Now picks up her dribble, goes to Bertram in the right corner. Bertram now will bring it back out, and now Logston will set it up once again. 27-20, Glasgow leads it with 5:23 to play here in the third quarter. Glasgow goes zone now. Bad pass, Bartley's got it. Off to the races, layup is good.
Just in there. Lazy pass allowed her to shoot the passing lane and get an easy two. Only her second field goal tonight.
29-20, Glasgow with a 9-point lead. Logston gives to Houchins on the near side. Houchins puts down the dribble. 5 minutes to play in the third. Now Olivia Houchins in between the circles, picks up her dribble, and fires it off to Davis on the right side. Davis drives into the lane, and a pass gets knocked away. We got a foul call. Davis hit the deck. And this foul will be on Glover, and that will be 3 now on Bree Glover.
2 times in a row, Taylor just went in there and thrown the ball out. If she gives Glover a little pump fake and goes into her body, she can definitely pick up a foul. The 2 fouls that have been called on Glover, we just kind of gotten lucky. That time, she bowled Taylor over, and they called the foul on her.
And Logston trying to feed it in there. It's batted away, loose on the floor. Lee gets it, gets rid of the basketball to Bartley. Long pass down the floor to Hale. Hale drives under, puts up the shot, good. First 2 points of the ball game, and it makes it 31-22. As Bailey Pettigo has it on the right side. The corner goes to Bertram. Bertram on the dribble. Throws it back out to Logston. Logston now looking left. Bounce pass off to Houchins. Into Davis. Davis has it knocked away, but loose ball on the floor. Shot out of the corner by Bertram. Bounces high off the rim. Rebound underneath by Bailey Pettigo. Flips it out. It's deflected by Bartley and out of bounds.
Like every time we get something, we want to throw it back out instead of going towards the rim.
Bailey Pettigo sends it out to Logston. Glasgow 2-3. Yep. Over the left side, Bailey Pettigo. Backdoor pass underneath to Davis, and she puts it in.
Everybody kind of staring at the ball. She snuck behind Bird there on the backside.
31 to, well, I thought it was 24, but I guess it's 22.
Well, they had 31-22 up there before. It should be.
See if we get the score corrected here. Bartley off the glass. It won't go. Holgate puts it back up, no. Lee puts it back up, no good. And underneath the basket, scramble for, what do we got? Timeout. Barren County gets a timeout here with 3:33. I believe that score is right. 31-22. Because Davis, Houchins, and Bailey Pettigo with a 2-point bucket. That would make it 22 for the 16 at the half.
That's right. They just had it wrong earlier then, didn't they?
Yeah, they put it on the wrong side and then
and never corrected
it. Change it, no. So 3:33 to go here in the third quarter. It's 31-22. Glasgow with a 9-point lead. Be Barren County's basketball. Glasgow's going to drop out on the press here.
Wasn't that amazing how Piper got that timeout? There's been times where she's had to literally run almost to the other team's bench to get a timeout. And that time she just kind of set it open and ended up getting it.
Logston, left side, off to Bailey Pettigo. Down in the corner to Houchins. Sends it back out. Oh, almost deflected by Bartley. As a dangerous pass, but Barren County keeps it with 3:14 to play in the third. Kennedy Logston will set it up again against the 2-3 zone of Glasgow. Back left side, Houchins a 3. It's off the mark. Long rebound chased down by Kaylin Hale. Glasgow back the other way, just under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. 31-22 the score. Bartley out near midcourt. They spread it out here with 2:46 to play. Bartley on the dribble. They're going to take some time off the clock here. Leaves it with Kaylin Hale. Now she'll send it over to Bird. Bird will dribble. And knocked loose by Bertram, then got control of it once again as Bartley, crossover move, right side, throws up the shot, it's no good, got a foul. And they're going to put this one on. Who did put it on? Logston?
Well, he held three fingers up, but he only called it on number 2, so.
It's her second, team second of the half. Ball comes out to Hale, gives to Bartley. Right of the lane, hooks it back to Hale, straight away, 3, got it.
That's where she's more of an offensive weapon for them around the perimeter than she is a driver.
Pushes the lead out to 12 for Glasgow. 34-22. 2 minutes to play here in the third. Mallory Pettigo skip pass left over to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo putting down the dribble against Hale. Now trying to reverse it back. Goes in the corner to Bertram. Bertram looking. Now puts down the dribble. Back behind the arc down the left corner. Back out to Bailey Pettigo with a minute 44 to play. Now goes back in the corner to Bertram. Bertram now on the dribble, trying to find an opening. Fires a 17-footer. Swish!
Yeah, she tried to drive, and there wasn't anything there, but they weren't defending her hard enough, and she threw up a 17-footer and in.
34-24. Trojanettes down by 10 against the Lady-Scotties. Ellie Bartley driving. Ball got knocked loose, but Lee threw it in the backcourt. And that'll be an over back call against the Lady-Scotties. Trojanettes gave it a minute 18 to play here in the third quarter. Next break, we'll give you a score check brought to you by Coca-Cola. Logston bounce pass over to Bailey Pettigo. Out to Logston. Logston with 1:08 to play in the third. Back to Bailey Pettigo, left wing. Reverse it back out. Bounces back out front to Logston once again. Now Logston on the dribble against the 2-3 zone. Right side is Mallory Pettigo. Back to Logston. The middle to Davis. Drives against Holgate. Gives it off now to Bailey Pettigo. Cut off by Hale. She brings it back out to Logston. Logston back over to Bailey Pettigo on the left side. Hooks it down. Threw it over the head of Bertram and out of bounds. On the Coca-Cola scoreboard check, only got one scorer to report. Louisville Fairdale leads Hart County 19-9 after one. Of course, Hart County is the Trojanettes' opponent tomorrow night. 36 seconds to play here in the third period. Here's Ellie Bartley open for the 3. It is no good. Holgate with the offensive rebound against Davis. Throws it back up and in. 36-24. Glasgow by 12. 19 seconds to play here in the third. Logston with the basketball. Bounce pass over to Bailey Pettigo. On the right wing. Bailey Pettigo guarded by Bartley. Back to Logston. Logston now looking back over to Bailey Pettigo. 3 if it goes. It's no good. And rebound tapped around and taken by Bertram. Can't get the shot off in time, and that will end the third quarter. Glasgow leads it after 3, 36-24 over Barren County. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this break. This is Trojanet basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Hey there. Has anyone ever told you you are really scoring some points?
Did you get that line from a cheap Valentine's Day card?
I just wanted you to check your Shop Your Way account for surprise points.
Oh.
You can use them at Sears or Kmart on almost anything you want. Jewelry, sweaters, a new multi-floor bagless vacuum.
Why would I want a new vacuum?
Because you have swept me off my feet.
Seriously?
Okay, that one's a line.
Surprise points valid till February 10th. Amount of points awarded based on membership status and other factors. Ask to redeem your points at checkout. Exclusions apply. See shopyourway.com for details.
Hi, you've reached Burger King. To leave a message, press 1.
Burger King? Listen, I'm a bit of an idea guy. Like croutons, I thought of that. I got a great idea to make your burgers better. 2 words, buttery sauce. Because that makes everything taste better. You with me?
Sounds good. It's almost as good as the new extra-long buttery cheeseburger from Burger King. 2 beef patties topped with veggies and a rich buttery sauce on a toasted bun. Now just 2 for $5. Or mix and match with the flame grilled chicken burger. Part of the 2 for $5 deal. The new extra-long buttery cheeseburger. Only at Burger King. Limited time only. Price and participation vary.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Terry Reed, BCHS head cross-country coach, and we are BC.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer back to the fourth quarter of the Lady-Scotties Trojanet matchup as Glasgow outscored Barren County 15-8. in the third period and now have a 12-point lead, 36-24. And this fourth quarter brought to you by SCRTC, hometown people, big city service, cooperative values. Bertram's in a trap, goes to the floor, double team, jump ball, and possession arrow will go to the Lady-Scotties. Bree Glover starting the fourth quarter with 3 fouls. Skylar Bird will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Bird off to the right side. Leaves it with Ellie Bartley. Bartley on the dribble against Logston. Back and forth. Stops and pops. It is good from 17. Ellie Bartley with her 7th point of the game. Makes it 38-24.
She's not scored a ton, but hadn't really had to. It's been well distributed, especially there in the third quarter from Glasgow.
And Bailey Pettigo having trouble. Ball gets knocked away by Kaylin Hale as they try to go to Logston with it. Olivia Houchins checking in to the Trojanet lineup for Elizabeth Bertram.
You had 5 different Lady-Scotties score there in the third period, and Glover wasn't one of them.
Logston with the basketball. Against the 2-3 zone. There's Houchins. Back to Logston. Middle to Davis. One dribble. Pass is broken up. Stolen by Bartley. Bartley into the front court. Top of the key. Gives it over to Glover. Glover wants to drive into the lane. Flips up the shot. It is no good. Bird had the ball knocked away. Davis has it for Barren. Taylor Davis out on the right side. Gives it off to Logston. Over the left side now to Houchins. Houchins back to Logston. And Bailey Pettigo, right wing 3, won't go. Glover with a rebound for Glasgow. Glover racing down the floor. Cuts back, then cuts back right, goes under. Shot block, foul on Taylor Davis. That's going to be her team's third of the second half.
That's worth a third foul probably there. You can ill afford to give them anything, which would be easy, and that would have been probably a gimme layup.
Glover's first point of the second half gives her 11.
Bottom line, sorry, go ahead.
39-24.
Bottom line, we just haven't scored enough points. I mean, we've said that plenty of times this year. We've held them. Our defense has played well enough to win the game. You should be in games when, it's just a 40-point game, but we have not found a score tonight, and with Taylor covered up by Glover, it's just hard for her to get shots off, and nobody else has really stepped up and knocked anything down.
Goes inside. Bertram fires over Glover and got it to go down. A high-arching shot by Elizabeth Bertram for her 6th point.
And Glover changes her shot no matter what. You've seen a lot of quick releases from the girls tonight, and Bertram threw one up there quick and got it to go, though.
And here's Bird sending it over now to Hale. Hale heads toward the basket whistle. They're going to call a blocking foul on Olivia Houchins.
Wanted it, and it was good effort, but you couldn't get the call there probably.
That will be her first and Barren County's 4th of the second half. Kaylin Hale's a 50% free throw shooter, and she puts that one in. Glasgow has only missed 3 free throws tonight. They were 7 of 10 in the first half, and now they're 10 of 13.
I'm not sure we've shot 7 the whole game, have we? We haven't been there very...
No, only 2. That's by Taylor Davis back early in the game. 42-26. Glasgow has stretched it out to a 16-point lead with 5:40 to go. They go in the middle. Turnaround shot. Bertram swish from the free throw line. Point number 8 for Elizabeth Bertram makes it 42-28.
Almost got to get a stop in the score every turn here.
Beers across the lane, gives to Hale. She heads toward the lane, and a collision down low. Shot no good. Ball pops out. Glover's got it in the lane, and traffic forces it up and in, and draws a foul on an off-balance shot.
Terrible exchange there. We threw it ahead to what we thought would be a 2-on-1 situation, and Glover was just kind of playing center field there, picked it off, and got an and-one opportunity. Not something she's been able to do very many times tonight.
Foul on Kennedy Logston, her 3rd. Barren County's 5th of the second half. Free throw good for Glover. Now she's got 15. 5 here in this quarter. 45-28. Glasgow with a 17-point lead. Bailey Pettigo on the near side. Now picks up her dribble, goes in the corner to Davis. Davis fires it across. It's deflected, but Mallory Pettigo has a shot blocked by Glover, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to give it to Glasgow. Couldn't tell at this angle.
Yep, Mallory tried to chase it down and lost her balance out of bounds. And that's a perfect distance for a shot blocker. You pull up 2 feet right in front of them, that's almost guaranteed to go the other way.
Skylar Berg, right of the lane, dishes it off to Bartley in the right wing. Bartley will bring it out, gives to Glover out front. Glover starts her move against Davis. Now leaves it with Beers. She goes into the lane, goes up with a shot, no good. Glover, the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in. 17 now for Glover. It's 47-28. Glasgow with a 19-point lead. Logston with the basketball, covered up by Bartley. Needs some help. Bounce pass over to Mallory Pettigo. The baseline, out of the corner. Davis fires, and misses the three. Offensive rebound by Bailey Pettigo. Back to Davis, little 10-footer, good. It's her second field goal of the half, third one of the game. Gives her 8, and it's 47-30 with 4:05 to play. Bird left of the lane. Sends it off now to Beers. Goes across the lane inside. Shot no good. Rebound taken there by Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo off to Logston. Logston on the left side now. Back to Mallory Pettigo. 3 in the air. No good. Rebound taken by Lee. Off to Glover. 3:38 to play here in the game. As Bartley dishes it over the right side. Lee in traffic. Shot blocked by Bertram and a foul. And that'll be her third. Barren County 6th for the second half, and Amanda Lee at the free throw line. She's 4 out of 4 tonight, 10 points in the game for the 5'10 freshman. Shot goes up, it comes off. Hadley Hammer will check into the Trojanet lineup for Mallory Pettigo. In for Glasgow now, number 23, Jaden Franklin, a 5'6 freshman. Lee back at the line. This shot goes up and it's good. Her 11th point of the game. She only averages 5. 48-30. Glasgow with an 18-point lead. Hammer sends it over to Davis. Davis trying to drive in there against Glover. A bad pass, and Bartley picks it up off the floor. Gives to Hale. Hale trying to chase it down. Lost it. She made a dive for it. Out of bounds. They're going to give it back to them. Apparently, Trojanet touched it. I didn't see that.
Well, there's no way. Her momentum, it went right off of her knee, but I think they missed the call and are going to make up for it. They might think they missed a foul and going to make up for it by giving it back to Glasgow.
Here's Glover against Davis. Drives, puts it up. It's good, and a foul. That'll be 4 on Taylor Davis, 7 on the Trojanettes here in the second half.
We made her miss a lot tonight, but there's just limited amount of things you can do when she gets that momentum going and a little crossover to the basket.
Free throw on the way, good for Glover. She has 10 points in this quarter. Had 10 at halftime, did not score in the third. Now she has 20 on the night. 51-30. Glasgow with 3:11 to play here in the basketball game. Kennedy Logston working with it against Bartley. Bounces it off to Davis. Got Franklin guarding her. Drives across the left side. Gives it off to Hammer. Feeds to Bertram. Shot is going to be partially blocked by Glover. And Hale gives it off to Bartley now with 2:50 to play here in the fourth. Bartley working. Free throw line off to Franklin. Franklin sends it off now to Hale. Hale back over to Bartley. Looks inside for Lee. Can't get it to her. Bartley back over to Franklin. Franklin, free throw line jumper is no good. Taylor Davis had the rebound and went into her own teammate there and lost it, but then Bailey Pettigo comes up with the ball. Trojanettes have it. Here's Bertram, left side, cuts back, spins, goes up, and no good. Got a foul on Glasgow's Kaylin Hale, and that is her second. That'll be the team's third of the second half. And Elizabeth Bertram at the line, 65% free throw shooter. Averages 8.3 points a game. Puts it up, and it's no good. It's only the first free throw since early in the game when Taylor Davis hit 2.
And that's probably more a credit to anything than when we drive, we've kicked it out 90% of the time, and we just haven't been able to drive that much.
Yeah. Bertram gets the second of the two, and it's 51-31 with 2:17 to play. Kalen Hale with it on the right side. Hands it off now to another new player in the ball game.
That's Adwell.
And shot goes up and in. Makes it 53-31. Logston with the basketball. Gives it off to Hammer. Now to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo driving. Back off to Hammer. Bluffs the shot. Goes inside. Throws up the shot. Good.
That's a good little move by Hadley. I think Hadley's played pretty good. She hasn't played a ton tonight, but she's made some good decisions and played well there at the end of the second quarter.
53-33, minute 40 to play. Driving shot is no good. And back up no good. Inside, Adwell hands it back off, and the ball goes out of bounds. Be Barren County's ball. Maddie Green back in, Olivia Houchins back in for the Trojanettes. With a minute 30 to play, the Lady-Scotties with a 53-33 lead. As Glasgow's got some younger players in the ball game. Got Brooklyn Pennicup, number 5. Here's Bertram driving, shot no good, got a foul. That'll be Glasgow's 15 fouls. That's fourth of the second half.
I think it's the fourth.
Foul is on Pennicup. Hammer to toss it in, left baseline, feeds it underneath. There to Bailey Pettigo, hooks it back out to Bertram in the circle, over to Green. Cross-court pass, left corner. Hammer fires, misses the three. Rebound comes off to Ansley Adwell. She's a 5'8", 7th grader. Off to Franklin. Franklin driving is bumped by Green, I believe, and that will be her first, team's 8th. In the game for Glasgow is Kayla Bradley, a 5'6", 8th grader. Ashanti Gore, a 5'10", 8th grader. Free throw no good for Jaden Franklin. And in the game now, Kaiden Hughes, a 5'10" freshman, number 24. And this free throw is no good for Franklin. Maddie Green with a rebound for Barren County. Bertram into the front court. Just under a minute to play. Houchins on the left wing. Putting down the dribble. Back in the corner now to Bailey Pettigo. Back out to Houchins. Houchins sends it off to Hammer. Hammer back to Houchins. Can't shoot the three. Throws it back out front to Green. Fires it in the left corner. Bailey Pettigo trying to go baseline. Is cut off. Around the perimeter is Hammer with 38 seconds to play. Here's Houchins with a three ball. It's no good. Rebounded there by Franklin. And the outlet pass coming to Pennicup. Pennicup into the front court. Left side. Back out front, and we got a turnover. Gives it back to Barren County as Coach Piper Lindsay sends in Brianna Francis, a 5'5" sophomore. 22 seconds to play. Right side, Bailey Pettigo into Bertram. Nice move in the lane. She gets fouled going up with a shot. And this foul is on Kylie Wilson. 5'5" sophomore that checked in the lineup for the Lady-Scotties. Free throw is good for Bertram. And we've got Dynasty Page in the ball game, a 5'4", 7th grader. Bertram back at the line. This shot goes up and it comes off. And the rebound taken in there by Asadi Howard. 53-34. And Glasgow loses it out of bounds off the dribble by Adwell. So Barren County will get the ball with 9.6 to play. Bailey Pettigo lets the ball roll past the midcourt line, then picks it up. Goes left side over the head of Bertram and out of bounds with 7.1. Glasgow will go to 15-7 overall and 2-3 in district play. As the ball comes into play to Adwell, she'll let the clock run down. Barren County drops to 8-14 overall, 0-6 in district play, and Glasgow wins 53-34 tonight over the Barren County Trojanettes. We'll come back with the postgame report brought to you by CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours in a moment. You're listening to Trojanet Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Hey there. Has anyone ever told you you are really scoring some points?
Did you get that line from a cheap Valentine's Day card?
I just wanted you to check your Shop Your Way account for surprise points.
Oh.
You can use them at Sears or Kmart on almost anything you want. Jewelry, sweaters, a new multi-floor bagless vacuum.
Why would I want a new vacuum?
Because you have swept me off my feet.
Seriously.
Okay, that one's a line.
Surprise points valid till February 10th. Amount of points awarded based on membership status and other factors. Ask to redeem your points at checkout. Exclusions apply. See shopyourway.com for details.
Hi, you've reached Burger King. To leave a message, press 1.
Burger King? Listen, I'm a bit of an idea guy. Like croutons, I thought of that. I got a great idea to make your burgers better. 2 words, buttery sauce. Because that makes everything taste better. You with me?
Sounds good. It's almost as good as the new extra-long buttery cheeseburger from Burger King. 2 beef patties topped with veggies and a rich buttery sauce on a toasted bun. Now just 2 for $5. Or mix and match with the flame grilled chicken burger. Part of the 2 for $5 deal. The new extra-long buttery cheeseburger. Only at Burger King. Limited time only. Price and participation vary.
It doesn't matter where in Southern Kentucky your project is or how much stone you need to get it done. There's just one call to make. Glass Aggregates. See, Glass Aggregates has quarries all over this part of the state. In Barren, Allen, Hart, and Monroe counties. So the stone for your project, wherever that might be in Southern Kentucky, is close by when you call Glass Aggregates. Sand, gravel, stone, whatever your project calls for, call Glass Aggregates. Same name, serving the community for over a quarter century. Call Glass Aggregates today at 270-678-3838.
If you're like most Barren County farmers, you want feed products and nutritional supplements that are proven to work for your operation. No time on your farm to mess around. CPC Commodities understands, so they provide quality feeds they can stand behind. CPC Commodities offers direct-to-farm delivery options. Direct-to-farm. For bulk or bagged feed, minerals, tubs, and farm hardware. CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours. Call toll-free 888-618-6455.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Barren County High School Principal Brad Johnson. We are BC.
Back here with a post-game report. The Trojanettes fall to the Lady-Scotties 53-34 tonight. And Coach did a good job on Ellie Bartley. Hold her to 7. You hold Glover to 10, even though she kind of went crazy there in the fourth quarter and scored 10. But we couldn't make enough shots ourselves to stay in the game.
Yeah, we couldn't. You know, I thought our defense was very good. The girls bought into what we were trying to do. I did give some offensive rebounds up. We didn't want to, but I mean, we did a good job on trying to battle. And like you said, I mean, our effort was awesome. It was there. We just couldn't hit shots.
And he kept the game close there, especially in the first half. You only trailed by 5.
Yeah, you know, I thought we did a good job. Again, you know, we bought into our defense. I thought we made them take contested shots. But again, you know, we just got to convert on the other end. When we get a stop, we've got to score. And that's one thing we just got to keep working on.
Of course, Taylor Davis didn't really have a whole lot of looks at driving the basket with Glover guarding her most of the night.
Yeah, she didn't. And, you know, again, we just got to keep telling her we want her to attack. And I think she tried to, you know, but again, it was even hard to get her the ball. You know, we just got to keep working to get better.
Well, now you've got a lot of games coming up. We had, of course, this one was rescheduled. You got Hart County tomorrow night. You've got Greenwood Monday night, Russell County Tuesday. Of course, Hart County, your next focus for tomorrow night, a team that I believe has only won 3 ball games. They're playing up at Louisville Fairdale tonight, but they got 3 players that average in double figures.
Yeah, you know, we're going to have to come out with the right mindset tomorrow, bounce back. Again, do what we're supposed to do. Do the little things. We got to box out, you know, and put the ball in the hole, and I like our chances.
And you got a chance of maybe getting some players back tomorrow night?
Yeah, there's a good chance that Deanie, you know, she might see a little action tomorrow. She's been doing a lot better after that scope that she had, moving very well, just kind of day by day right now.
Yeah. Well, Coach, we'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, Day, thank you.
Thanks a lot. Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes, falling 53-34 tonight to the Glasgow Lady-Scotties. We'll take a look at a few stats here brought to you by CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours. Glasgow had 18 field goals tonight. One of those a three-point shot. They were 14 of 20 at the free throw line. They were led in scoring by Bree Glover with 20. She had 10 in the first half and 10 in the fourth quarter alone. 11 points for Amanda Lee. Glover had 7 field goals, and she was 6 of 8 at the free throw line. Amanda Lee with 11 points, had 3 field goals, 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Ellie Bartley, 7 points tonight, 3 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line, as the Trojanet defense did a good job holding her down below her 12 6-point-plus per game average. 7 points tonight for Kaylin Hale. She had a 3, a 2, and 2 free throws. Heidi Holgate had 2 field goals for 4. Skylar Bird scored 2 points in the game. Barren County with 14 field goals, 4 fewer than the Lady-Scotties. 2 of 3 from behind the arc. Trojanettes only got to the line 5 times, but hit 4 of those. And it was Elizabeth Bertram, the only Trojanette in double figures tonight, had 11 points. She had 6 of those 11 in the fourth quarter. She hit 4 field goals, 2 of 3 at the free throw line. Taylor Davis tonight with 8 points. She had 3 baskets, 2 of 2 at the line. 5 points for Olivia Houchins, a 3 and a 2. A couple of field goals for Bailey Pettigo, a 3-point shot for Mallory Pettigo. Kennedy Longston scored 2, and Hadley Hammer with 2 points in the basketball game. And Robert, if I got a few other stats there to pass along. Oh, I'm sorry.
Looks like Glasgow was 18 of 49 overall, and we had 14 field goals. Looks like we shot 26, and I'm getting my stats from other places tonight. So we shot a good percentage. We just didn't shoot enough. We turned it over 19 times. It looks like we were out-rebounded by 10, 34 to 24, and really in that third quarter where they started getting some offensive rebounds, that was where the big difference was. And, you know, when Brie Glover gets going, she's hard to stop. That was a 20-point game that really didn't feel like she had 20 as she poured a lot in there in really the first and fourth quarters.
Coach Piper Lindsay's comments tonight were brought to you by A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. As Glasgow now goes to 15-7 on the year, 2-3 in district play. And the Trojanettes fall to 8-14, 0-6 in district play. And, of course, the Trojanettes will play Hart County tomorrow night at Barren. That's first of our doubleheader tomorrow night. And at last report on the Coca-Cola scoreboard check, Louisville Fairdale leading the Hart County girls at halftime by a score of 32 to 26. And we'll get a final score before we leave tonight. And Hart County has only won 3 ball games this year, kind of looking ahead to tomorrow night, but they do have 3 players that average in double figures. So hopefully with Deanie Pettigo coming back tomorrow night, that will help get, more depth on the Trojanette team.
Yeah, we have an easier schedule, too. We played the number 5 team tonight. Russell County will be the number 6 team. Hart County's in the bottom of their region, obviously. So we go 9, 11, 15, and 16, and probably, Hart County, who's 14th or 15th in their region. So the schedule is much easier. There's a lot of winnable games. Russell County's a winnable game. You have to play a lot better than you played tonight and make more shots than you played tonight. But the infusion of Deanie coming back will definitely help and hopefully get a lot more things going on the offensive end.
Yep. Well, we're less than 15 minutes away from the Trojans and Scotties in Game 2 of our doubleheader. We'll come back and get set for pregame coverage of the Trojans and Scotties in Game 2 here at Glasgow High School. In just a moment, as we'll have our McDonald's pregame report coming up next, right here on 103.7 Nash Icon.
I go to South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College because it's so close. I go
for the small class sizes.
I go because I can transfer my credits. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go to get a better job. I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons. South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
Don't be fooled. These are the facts about Big O Tires in Glasgow and Bowling Green. Big O Tires offers not only the superior Big O brand tires, but also all major brands like Michelin, BF Goodrich, Goodyear, and more. Big O Tires guarantees the lowest tire prices. Want to talk about service? Shocks, struts, brakes, alignments, and more with Big O Tires' exclusive Express Lane. Now those are the facts. And our Big O Tires are managed by hometowner Brent Ayers. Big O Tires, your one-stop tire and service centers. Brent Ayers and his crew, the team you trust in Glasgow and Bowling Green.
Sealing your ductwork is a sticky business. Let a professional handle the job, and Farmers RECC will cover the cost. In other words, it's free. Farmers RECC's tune-up program covers the cost for a certified technician to tune up your home's HVAC system. It's a free program to qualified members to make your home more efficient, which saves you big money over time. Contact us at farmersrecc.com to see if your home qualifies for the program. For the sticky jobs, let a professional do the work. Farmers RECC's tune-up program will cover the cost. Farmers RECC, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
cooperative.
Is your schedule filled with errands like taking the kids to school, paying bills, grocery shopping, and so on? Some days it's hard to get to the bank. The People's Bank knows how busy your days are. That's why we offer convenience like a mobile banking app, online banking with free bill pay, and a network of ATMs that are surcharge-free. So although we love seeing our customers in person, we offer several ways to bank with us when life just gets too busy. The People's Bank is working for you. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan assistant coach Denny Brand. We are BC.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer back here courtside at Glasgow High School, where tonight's second game features the Barren County Trojans against the Glasgow Scotties. This is the McDonald's pregame report. I'm Levitt. Glasgow comes in with a record of 8-12, 2-2 in district play. Barren County 19-4, 5-0 in district play, and of course a win tonight by Coach Warren Cunningham's ball club would give the Trojans the outright district regular season championship. Heading into the district tournament in a couple of weeks, starting a week from Monday night, actually, at Allen County, Scottsville. Of course, the pairings will get all that together for you next week. The Trojans come in as a 26-point favorite tonight over the Scotties. They defeated Glasgow 79-49 at Barren County back on January the 2nd. Glasgow 2-2 in the district, as we said. They lost to Monroe County 85-47 and to Barren County 79-49. They have two wins over Allen County, Scottsville, 64-58 on January the 5th. And then 10 days later, they beat the Patriots by 11, 70-59. They're coming off a 4th Region All-A Classic Championship and defeated Clinton County 66-63, Metcalf County 77-71, and Todd Central in the championship game 47-45. They lost to Cordia in the first round of the All-A State Tournament 77-46. Glasgow ranked number 14 in the 4th region. Barren County number 3 in a couple of polls. Number 4 in the Litkin House rating, number 3 in the Cantrell ratings, and number 2 in the Bowling Green Daily News prep poll. Glasgow shooting 38.8% from the field, 27.3% behind the arc, 59% of the free throw line. They average 22.5 rebounds a game, and putting up 55 points on the board. Their opponents averaging 66.4 a game. For the Trojans, they shoot 48.5% from the field, 33% on three-point shots, 71% of the line, 32 rebounds, averaging 64.3 points a game, giving up 53.1. Trojans have hit 87 three-point shots this year, and of course tonight begins a long stretch of games for the Trojans, just like the Trojanettes. And of course after this game tonight, Trojans will be home tomorrow night to face Hart County, and then a team that beat Allen County Scottsville last night, 62-50.
Well, they're capable. They don't have a great record, but they're capable then of beating a team that really gives us some matchup problems, and we haven't played well against. And of course, this is our first-round matchup in the district, which scares us a little bit, or scares us here sitting here at the table. Hopefully, it doesn't. The coaching staff and the boys.
Of course, Monday night, a rescheduled game against Greenwood. Tuesday night, we host Russell County for senior night. Next Friday night, we're at Cumberland County before closing out the season with Metcalf County the following Tuesday and Clinton County on the road a week from Thursday. We'll come back with more pregame coverage in a moment. The McDonald's pregame report. I'm Levitt at 8.5 minutes away from the Trojans and Scotties. And you're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Sealing your ductwork is a sticky business. Let a professional handle the job, and Farmers RECC will cover the cost. In other words, it's free. Farmers RECC's tune-up program covers the cost for a certified technician to tune up your home's HVAC system. It's a free program to qualified members to make your home more efficient, which saves you big money over time. Contact us at FarmersRECC.com to see if your home qualifies for the program. For the sticky jobs, let a professional do the work. Farmers RECC's
tune-up program will cover the cost. Farmers RECC, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. For over 40 years, quality has paved the way at Scotties Contracting. From driveways to highways, no job is too big or too small. Call 629-2112 for a free estimate from Scotties Contracting. Just call 629-2112. Whether you need a freshly paved driveway, resurfacing, or any other changes to your current driveway, just call 629-2112. Scotties Contracting can help add value to your home. Oh, and did I give you the number? Call 629-2112. Call Scotties Contracting today, where quality paves the way.
There was one at the grocery this morning, standing right there in front of the frozen corn. Dangest thing.
If it seems like there's a Farm Bureau agent everywhere you go, it's because there is one in every county of the Commonwealth. So no matter where you are, you're never far from someone who can take care of all your insurance needs with the personal service you'd expect from someone who lives where you live. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Call me, Matt London, at the Reynolds Road office today, 678-3500.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojanet assistant basketball coach Scott Chapman, and we are BC.
Scotties 8-12 under head coach James Willett, his first season here at Glasgow. Of course, he goes to Allen County, Scottsville for several years. Of course, played high school basketball in Monroe County, so he's kind of been around the district, hasn't he?
Yes, he sure has. And they started the season off by losing 9 of their first 11 games, and here in the recent stretch, obviously aided by that 4th Region All-A championship, they've won 6 out of their last 8. One of those games they lost was to Cordia, who ended up winning the All-A, beat Murray, a team that beat us early in the year. But, you know, they kind of got lucky in that All-A. They did have to upset Clinton County, who was probably the favorite, but then they went ahead and beat the number 16 and number 17 teams in the region to actually win it, and Glasgow themselves are ranked 14th, so they did get a little bit of a break there. Actually, that's the 15th and 16th teams in the region, so same, you know, it's all kind of the same there.
Todd knocked off Monroe County to get to where they were.
Yeah, Monroe's rated 10th, so, you know, those two kind of knocked off some people and had some upsets to get a team that wasn't, or a couple of teams that weren't really expected to be in it. So the boys, you know, we got a tough game against Russell County coming up. They're rated 5th in the region, but Hart County, you said, is capable, not really rated that high. But other than that, tonight we play the 14th team, and then we play the 9th rated team in Clinton County at the last game of the season. You got the 11th rated team in Greenwood, and then the 16th and 17th in Clinton and Cumberland. So we don't have a lot of world beaters. It's not like 4 of 6 games are against Warren Central, Bowling Green, Franklin, Russellville, who I think is playing really good, and that was probably ended up being one of our better quality wins that we've had this year. That Bradshaw kid is terrific. They had a dunk on the TV the other night that you would see in a lot of college games. So, you know, not going to be a lot of easy games in the region, is there? There's not going to be. It's not a good draw really for you to have unless you draw the loser of the 16th. It's very important to have a winner. It's going to come down to a nail biter. It's really important to win the district, obviously, and this game will help us close out a perfect regular season and hopefully propel us to being in a good spot to be a district champion.
Yeah, Glasgow's 2-2, Monroe County 2-2, Allen County, Scottsville 0-5. So pretty much we know exactly how the district tournament's going to go. The girls are still not really decided yet. You know, Allen County, Monroe County, as we mentioned in the girls' game, Monroe County has to beat Allen and Glasgow to tie Allen for the first number 1 seed.
It's possible. It's really possible. You know, that's the 2, the 4, and the 5 teams in the girls' side, and I think they're, you know, on any given night, you throw them in a hat and you pull one out, and that's the district champion. The way the stuff's going to go. Obviously, Piper and the girls want to pull an upset and have something to say about that. But it could be interesting, and we kind of ruled out the pill bottle the other night, but maybe the pill bottle will come into play to pick the number 1 seed and who we actually get to play.
Yep. We're going to come back with the starting lineups brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Trojans and Scotties in Game 2 of our doubleheader. And you're following Trojan basketball in 103.7 Nash Icon.
Hey, Paul, looks like we're coffee twins. We both got McCafes.
Oh, you mean my bean brew?
Yeah, your fresh brewed McCafe coffee.
No, I think you mean my mojo, my java, my morning jolt.
Oh, okay, I get it. You want me to use coffee slang. Well, let's drink this roasty toasty, my Joe, bro.
Whoa, Tom, don't get all weird on me.
Whatever you call it, you'll love a rich, smooth, fresh brewed McCafe coffee from McDonald's. Enjoy a hot or iced McCafe coffee all day, every day. At participating McDonald's.
Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home has been assisting families in this area since 1899. We continually look for new and better ways to serve the families of this area while maintaining the traditional values that have always been upheld. We are honored to provide assistance to families choosing cremation instead of burial and to those who wish to arrange other non-traditional services. Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home in Glasgow. Here when you need us.
Citizens First Mobile Banking makes your nearest branch as close as your mobile phone. It's easier than ever to access your accounts, check your balances, review transactions, and make transfers. You can even pay bills, and now you can deposit a check right from your smartphone, anytime, anywhere. If your phone is ever lost or stolen, your mobile banking tools are safely locked behind strong security. Just visit citizensfirstbank.com and learn how to take care of your accounts on the go. Mobile banking with Citizens First, wherever you are, whenever you need it.
Approval required for mobile deposit. Visit your Citizens First branch for details. Member FDIC.
I've been told that getting me to be quiet is like trying to get the hydraulics on your tractor to work after you put water in them. It's just not going to work. This is Whitney at Big Metal Oil Company, and I guess you know, talking is one of my favorite things to do. Another favorite of mine is helping people save money. Come by Big Metal Oil on 219 Industrial Drive in Glasgow and learn how we can save you money. Cold weather is here, so you know we're going to have coffee, and as always, four-legged door greeters. While here, ask for a tour and see all that we have to offer. Come by or call today at 270-651-5212.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan Academy Principal and Trojan Head Boys Basketball Coach Warren Cunningham. We are BC.
Trojans and Scotties in Game 2 tonight. There are only 3 other games that we know of in the region tonight, unless some games were made up that we don't know about tonight. Cumberland County girls were hosting Caverna. Russell County boys at Casey County. And Hart County girls are at Louisville Fairdale, and at last report, Fairdale was leading Hart County in that game 32-26. So we'll try to get a final score on that. Earlier tonight, Glasgow defeated Barren County in the girls' game 53-34. Games around the area brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Starting lineups for the Glasgow Scotties under head coach James Willett. His assistant coaches James McReynolds, Cedric Vaughn, and Adam Witt. They'll start James Kingery, 6'2", 185, and a senior. Averages 14 points and 7 rebounds a game. Shelby Adams, a 5'9", 160-pound senior, averages 7. Ben Hughes, 5'10", 175, and a junior, averaging 10.3 points, 3.6 rebounds. Karam Kimball, a 5'10", 160-pound senior, averaging 7.4. And also in the starting lineup, Jasper Mundy, 5'9", 160, a junior, averaging 4 points a game. For the Barren County Trojans, under 8th-year head coach Warren Cunningham, as assistant coaches Matt Gardner, Lee Johnson, and Jared Browning. Nick Mabe, 6 foot, 155, and a senior, averaging 14.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 4 assists a game. Wade Coomer, 6'3", 187, a senior, averaging 18 points, 5.5 rebounds. Gavin Driver, 6'7", 183, a senior, averaging 15.7 points and 6 rebounds a game. Billy Jackson, 5'11", 181, a senior, averages 4. And Jared Coomer, 6'7", 170, a sophomore, averaging 7 points and 6 rebounds a game. In the earlier matchup, and the Trojans' 79-49 win, Glasgow was led by Ben Hughes with 21. James Kingery had 16 in that game. And the Trojans had 4 players in double figures, led by Nick Mabe with 22. Wade Coomer had 19. Gavin Driver had 16. And Jared Coomer had 10 in that game.
It was a rather dominating performance in Trojan Gym earlier in the season. Hopefully we can replicate that and not get caught up in the rivalry and the hoopla and all that. And hopefully we're ready to play with there being such a layoff in between games. But I don't think that'll be a problem. Glasgow's a game, no matter how you fared in the past or how the records have gone. It's a rivalry no matter what you say, and the kids always get up for this game, and they're always excited about it.
The Whitlow Family Vision Center's officials for tonight's game, the same three we had in the girls' game: Frankie Williams, Joe Plunt, and Todd Duff. So we get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Brownlee Memorial Opening Tip-Off. First quarter of action brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. Trojans in black uniforms, burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold, and the Glasgow Scotties in their home whites with blue numbers and lettering. Trojans moving left to right here in the first half. Glasgow right to left. Pretty much got a full house here at Glasgow High School. Of course, gym only seats about 1,000, I think, now with the new renovations. They got the Trojan student section across the way to the right. Of course, the Glasgow students in their dog pound down to the left underneath the basket. Wade Coomer will jump against James Kingery. And Todd Duff will toss it up. Here we go. Controlled by the Trojans. Jackson hands it off to Nick Mabe. Mabe on the dribble, crosses the midcourt line. Left side to Jared Coomer. Back out to Mabe. Right side to Wade Coomer. He'll go back to Mabe. Scotty's little zone out there, like a 3-2 maybe. As they work it around the right side, Wade Coomer on the dribble. Wants to drive. He's cut off. Hooks it back out front to Mabe. He calls another play.
Does look like a 3-2, doesn't it?
Yep. Jared Coomer on the left corner. Back out to Mabe. Out to Wade Coomer in the lane. Driver misses. Jared Coomer, the offensive rebound, trying to get out of the lane. Had it knocked loose. And the Scotties with the basketball. Kimball will give it out front now to Adams to set up. Adams here on the near side. Gets a screen from Hughes. Goes to Hughes with it left of the circle. He gets a screen from Kingery. He's on the dribble. He drives. He spins the lane. Puts it up. It is no good. It won't count. Traveling violation on Hughes.
Offensive possession down here. We got the ball where we wanted it. We got it in the middle. Gavin got a good shot. And actually, Jared was in a spectacular position for an offensive putback, but he put it on the deck and turned it over.
Here's Billy Jackson. Sends over to Nick Mabe. Mabe in the middle. Here's Jared Coomer driving to the bucket. Flips it up and in.
Made up for his mistake, though. That was a fantastic finish as he flipped it back up with the right hand.
So Barren County gets the first lead of the basketball game. Adams with it.
Hope Glasgow continues to pressure us and we continue to beat it like that.
Left side corner. They give it to Mundy. Back in the left corner. Here's Kingery driving the baseline. Puts it up and in.
Wade tried to take a charge. He just slid up and around.
2-2 the score. Mabe gives it to Wade Coomer. Into the front court. He is trapped. He'll throw it back left side over to Mabe. Mabe, high, looping pass in the corner to Jared Coomer after Wade Coomer in long range right. He'll bring it to the top of the key. He'll back out. He'll give it back off to Mabe. And now Mabe on the dribble to the left. Back to Wade Coomer. Looks inside. Back to Mabe on the left side again. Back to Wade Coomer. Looks inside. Driver comes out to get the pass. Drives into the lane. Throws up a shot. Looked like he may have got fouled, but they're calling for a traveling violation. So Glasgow will get the basketball. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And a 2-2 ball game as Shelby Adams has it for the Scotties. Brings it across the timeline here on the near side. Bounce pass in the corner to Mundy. Mundy gets a screen from Kingery. Hooks it back to Kingery to the left corner. Back to Mundy. Mundy will throw it over the right side now to Kimball. And now goes into the corner to Adams. Adams trying to make a move on Mabe. He'll throw it back in the corner to Hughes. Hughes trying to go baseline. He'll split the defenders. He'll put it up and in. Glasgow takes a 4-2 lead. Here's Jackson, bounces off to Wade Coomer. Cross-court pass to Mabe on the left side. Back over to Wade Coomer. He'll drive. He'll split the defenders. He lost the handle, but he's going to be fouled. Somebody reached in. It's either going to be on Adams or Hughes. They're going to put it on Hughes, or rather Adams, his first. And that'll be the first Scotty foul of the basketball game. Jared Coomer will send it out to Wade Coomer behind the arc. Fires it down underneath the Jackson, and he puts it in.
They're extending that 3-2 a little bit. We need some action on the baseline, and got it there. His little sneak behind pass.
4-4 the score. Almost 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Kimball with the basketball right side. He'll bounce it off to Hughes in the right corner. Hughes guarded by Wade Coomer. He'll step back, shoots the three. It's off the mark. Gavin Driver rips it down and hands it off to Nick Mabe. Mabe getting some pressure in the backcourt, fires it up court to Jared Coomer. Bounce pass off to Jackson, feeds to Driver. Later got it, and a foul.
I like the motion and the movement towards the basket in that press offense. Jared got a cut in the basket earlier. Gavin a cut and an and one opportunity here.
Foul is on Monday. That's his first. Scotty's second team foul of the game. Gavin Driver, 77% free throw shooter on the year. Puts it up, and it comes off. Rebound by Glasgow, Monday. And now Adams will bring it across the midcourt drive against Nick Mabe. Kingery comes out, set a high screen, off to the left side. And they'll give it off to Monday on the left. Cut back left. He'll go up against Driver. Flips it up, no good. Gavin Driver, the rebound. Bounces off to Mabe. He's guarded closely to backcourt by Kimball. Gets it across the line. Here's a pass. It's deflected, but Driver right in his hands. He puts it in.
That was like a ping pong ball there. I'm not sure how it got deflected back across the lane to Gavin, but maybe you can sneak an assist from Jared out of that.
8-4. Trojans lead it. Adams, top of the key. On the dribble against Jared Coomer. Drives, sends it off in the corner. Kimball will fire. It is no good. Gavin Driver with a rebound. He is double-teamed. Tries to clear him off, and he is going to be fouled. Let's see if they call it on Adams or Monday. And they're going to put it on Adams, and that will be his second, the team's third. Barren County basketball. Coach James Willett going to bring in Peyton Mills, 5'9", 145, and a sophomore, as Adams will have to go out. Full court pressure applied by Glasgow. Comes into Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer guarded in the backcourt. Hands it off to Jackson. Jackson going to have to get it across the line. Goes a little to Jared Coomer. Back to Wade Coomer on the right wing. Wade Coomer's going to fire it up. Three in the air. Yes!
They gave him some space that time. Most of the time, even from 25 foot out, they had a guy shadowing him. That time, no.
10-4, Trojans on top. Mills with the basketball for the Scotties. Drives, leaves it off in the corner. They go in there to Kingery. He'll throw it back over to Kimball on the right wing. He wants to make a move, but cut off by Wade Coomer. Now gives to Mills. Mills going to bring it back out. Wade Coomer defending him now. Now back on the right side. Here's Kimball driving against Jackson. Trying to go baseline. Throws up the shot. It's no good. Got a foul. And it's going to be on Billy Jackson. His first, team's first of the basketball game. Mason Perkins will check into the Trojan lineup for Billy Jackson. 5'11", 168, a senior.
Had a great game at Logan County the other night.
And here's Hughes driving. Baseline shot. Good.
All three of their field goals is because they've been able to get a little space on the baseline.
11-6, made cross-court pass to Wade Coomer. Out of the left side, covered up by Kimball. And got forced out into the backcourt. And they're going to call over and back against the Trojans.
A little bump. The official said it wasn't enough to give him the foul.
Glasgow will have it in midcourt across the way as it comes into Hughes. He'll give it to Mills. Mills starts his move. Now goes back to Hughes with it on the right side. Gets a screen from Kingery. He splits it. He walked. Here's a shot going up. No good. Rebound to Jared Coomer for the Trojans. Hooks it back over to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer up the left sideline. Double team. Gives to Nick Mabe. 15-footer. Yes! Trojans take a 13-6 lead with 2:18 to play here in the first quarter. Mills left side over to Monday. Monday will bring it out. Screened by Kingery. Goes back to Kingery in the left corner. Shoots over Driver for three, and he knocks the bottom out of it. 13-9 to score. Wade Coomer to backcourt. Fires in the middle of the Driver. Over goes to Nick Mabe to the right side. Now Mabe off to Wade Coomer. Long distance three. It's off the mark. Mabe the rebound going back up. He's fouled by Hughes. His first, team's fourth. And that will send Nick Mabe to the free throw line for a couple of free throws. 73% shooter on the season from the line. First shot goes up. It is coming off. Barren 0 for 2 here in the early going. Branson London, the ball game, 6'2", 155 at a junior. Billy Jackson is back on the court for Coach Warren Cunningham. Here's Nick Mabe's second toss. It's good. 14-9. Trojans lead it by 5. 1-2-2. Half-court trap applied by Barren County. Hughes gets it in the middle of Kingery. He turns top of the key. Dribbles back away. Bounces it off now to Adams, who's back in the game. Here's Kingery inside. Goes up against London. Puts it up and in. Well, they've got a foul. And James Kingery's 7th point. Foul on London, his first, team second, to try to take a charge.
Our defense really isn't getting it done right now. They are getting a step on us on every drive and every cut, and that's what led to them being able to hang in the basketball game, even though we're shooting pretty well.
And Kingery hits the free throw, 72% from the line, makes it 14-12. Here's Wade Coomer, and he gets forced out of bounds, pushed out of bounds by Hughes. And on Hughes, his second, team's 5th. And it will be Barren County's basketball. Some changes in the lineup here as Trenton Payton, 6', 215, a junior, number 24. And number 12, Evan Riddle, 5'8", 150, a junior in the ball game now for Coach James Willett. There's Nick Mabe out front. Minute 23 left to play here in the first. 14-12, Barren County lead. London with the basketball, feeds to Wade Coomer, left of the lane. Off to Mabe for the jumper. Good, a three-point shot for Nick Mabe.
That'll get him out of the zone when we add an extra shooter, knock it down shot.
17-12. Ball's loose on a 4. London off to Mabe on the left side of the court. Mabe will give it to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer will drive. He'll pull up, fadeaway, jump shot, won't go. And Jackson trying to get the offensive rebound. Perkins going to the floor. Jump ball possession arrow to the Scotties. With 52.9 seconds to play.
Been
here in the first.
Been a pretty physical first quarter, hasn't it?
Mabe almost slapped it away from Evan Riddle. Bounce pass in the middle to Kingery. They go over the right side. Here's a shot going up, no good. Mabe up high for the rebound for the Trojans. Off the missed shot from Payton. Mabe to Jackson. Right side, London takes the 3. Throws it across the lane, picked off by Kingery. And Kingery will drive against Jackson. Throws it up on the run. It's no good. London the rebound off to Perkins. Lead pass to Wade. Coomer lays it in.
This layup leads to a made one on the other end.
19-12. Mundy with it for Glasgow. He's in a trap. Bounces it off to Riddle. Right side, a 3 by Mills is no good. Wade Coomer, the rebound, 7 seconds to go in a quarter. Wade Coomer, right side, bounces it off in the corner. Going to have to fire it up. Coomer for a 3. It's off the mark to the right, and that's the end of the first quarter. After 1, it's the Trojans 19, the Scotties 12. Back after this break, this is Barren County High Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This Valentine's Day, give the gift that costs less than roses and lasts forever. Name a star after someone you love. I'm Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. Call 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com and tell that special someone how much you care. For $54, we will send a beautiful personalized gift, and the new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Make it a Valentine's Day you will treasure forever. Call 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com and give the gift of a star.
Right now, during American Heart Month, go red with Macy's and save an extra 25 or 15% throughout the store. There are 2 ways to save. Simply wear red or purchase a red dress pin for $3. 100% of your pin purchase benefits Go Red for women. Go red with extra 25 or 15% savings now through Monday at Macy's. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply. Macy's is a proud national sponsor. For details, visit Macy's.com/GoRed.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan head baseball coach J.R. Estes, and we are BC.
Back here at Glasgow High School, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. The Trojans 19, the Scotties 12. We start the second quarter, brought to you by Joseph A. Wade. Right side, Gavin Driver, out to Mabe. Mabe will lob it back to Driver. Missed the shot, tried to alley-oop it to him. And here comes Mundy racing down the floor, crashes into Mabe, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Nick Mabe.
He was pedaling backwards, and that's not a good situation to try to draw a charge, even though he was probably in good position for it. Tried to run special out of the timeout there, or out of the quarter break for Gavin, and that's a play we've had success with. He just really kind of probably was caught between a layup and a dunk and shorted it.
Yeah. Jasper Mundy at the free throw line. The shot is no good. He's a 55.6% free throw shooter. James Kingery had 8 of Glasgow's 12 points in that first period. Mundy puts this one up and in. 19-13, Glasgow, full court pressure. Ball comes into Wade Coomer. He'll bring it up the near sideline. Diagonal pass to Jared Coomer. Goes under, flips it up and in. He was almost underneath the basket and flipped it up and in off the window.
Yeah, that was a tough angle, and he really kind of hung in the air a little bit there to get away from the defender.
21-13. Here's Kimball driving. Baseline shot partially blocked or hit the side of the backboard. Jared Coomer, I believe, got a hand on it, so it'll stay with the Scotties. Underneath as Peyton Mills will toss it in.
Better rotation there when we got beat on a baseline drive.
And Mills looking, still looking. Gets it in the lane. Kimball floats it up and no good. Billy Jackson, the rebound for the Trojans. Gives to Wade Coomer. He'll throw it cross court over to Jared Coomer. Bluffs the three. Driver baseline into Mabe. Left-handed, a shot off the window and in for Nick Mabe for a People's Bank shot. And Glasgow wants a timeout as the Trojans have taken a 10-point lead, 23-13 over the Scotties with 7:07 to play here in the first half.
Again, we don't have stats tonight, but how good have we been on the boards? We've been extremely good. Everything is one and done for Glasgow, and that press seems to have not bothered us very much at all. And we're at our best when we're throwing ahead and just let our trailers cut right to the rim. Glasgow's not jamming the cuts. Glasgow's not even defending the cuts very much, and we're getting it right to the rim and scoring against this pressure.
Barren County with 3 fouls so far here in the half. Glasgow with 5. Adams has 2, and Hughes has 2. And they're both staying in the game as we're about a minute into the second quarter. Adams bounces over to Kimball. Back to Adams. Adams jump pass back to the right to Kimball. He's being chased. Throws it back. Cross court tipped away. And saved there by Mundy in front of the Barren County bench. Here's Hughes with it back out front. Picks up his dribble. Goes it off to Adams. And now Adams on the dribble. Goes right side to Hughes. He kind of lost the handle. Spin move. Puts it up and in. 6 points for Hughes. 23-15. Mabe throws it cross court over to Wade Coomer on the left side. He'll go in the middle to Jackson. Feeds the driver. Baseline shot. Won't go. Ball tips out long. Kingery's got it. And it's going to be a reach-in foul. Kind of a ticky-tack foul right there. Wade Coomer, his first, team's fourth.
That's probably okay, though, because he wasn't retreating, and all James had to do, Kingery had to do, was do a little crossover, and he probably had a breakaway layup.
Ball comes out to Hughes. He'll hand it now to Adams. Adams on the dribble. Brings it in front court now against Nick Mabe. Off the left side, deflected by Jared Coomer. Try to go to James Kingery with it on the left wing. Stays with the Scotties with 6:07 to play here in the first half. Adams will toss it in front of the Trojan bench. Comes out to Kimball. Goes right side to Mundy on the wing. And goes down to Kingery. Kingery working inside. Forces up the shot. No, missed everything. Mabe slings it down the floor. Wade Coomer lays it up and in. 7 points for Wade Coomer. 25-15. Here's Kimball. Shot rejected by Jared Coomer and out of bounds. They got a foul called.
Wade couldn't lay off of him. He knew that Jared was right there to probably deflect the shot, but he already had himself committed up in the air and couldn't back off.
Wade Coomer gets his second foul, too, and that's the fifth one on the Trojans.
That ticky-tack one plays a lot bigger role when you get a second one almost back-to-back, and he'll probably sit a lot of time left in the second quarter.
Kimball at the line, 52% on the season, puts it up, and no good. Adams is going to check out of the game for Glasgow, and Peyton Mills comes back in to replace him. 25-15, the Trojans on top, and Kimball back at the free throw line. Second shot on the way, it rattles in. 25-16, Glasgow, full court pressure again, comes into Nick May. He'll give it off to Jackson on the near side of Perkins. Back to Jackson. Back over to Mabe on the left side. Now Mabe throws it back to Jackson out front. Now to Perkins. Diagonal pass underneath to Jared Coomer. Going to have to get out of the lane. Throws it back out to Mabe. Man, had a shot right underneath the basket there.
That's twice tonight. He's coming out because he can't score underneath there.
And a bad pass picked off by Mills. Mills leaves it with Kimball behind the arc. Around the perimeter, Hughes for a three. It's no good. Billy Jackson is going to be fouled on the rebound, and Hughes has picked up his third. Tyler Mosby will check into the Trojan lineup. 6 foot, 190, a sophomore. Coming in for Jared Coomer. So right now the Trojans have Perkins, Jackson, Mabe, Driver, and Mosby on the court. Ball comes into Mabe. Mabe will work it up court. Diagonal pass right side over to Perkins. Feeds it off the Driver. Driver fakes, goes up with a jumper. Good to the lane.
That was a tough shot, hand in his face.
27-16. Here's Mundy with the basketball, spinning back left. Now throws it back out to Mills. Right side to Kingery. Back to Mills. Back over goes right side to Kimball. Back around the perimeter left. Mundy for three. Air ball. And Mosby trying to get to the basketball. It's out of bounds off of Kimball. And the Trojans will get it with 4:38 to play here in the first half.
Defense has picked up a little bit, a little more aggressive, a little more active, and continue to rebound it well. Only 4 points for the Scotties this quarter.
Perkins gets the ball in play to Mabe. Mabe will work it up the court against Mills. He'll throw it back to Perkins. Now Mason Perkins gives it to Billy Jackson, the middle of the Driver. He'll fire it over to Mabe. Right corner three. Yes!
How well are we passing the ball? I know he had a shot that was wide open as Glasgow takes their second timeout as the lead goes to 14. But we're passing it tremendously. Very unselfish, rotating it around, finding the open guy. And not only that, but we're getting assists for the guys to give it to us because we're knocking down shots.
And what about Nick Mabe knocking down 2 threes here in the first half? You look at his 3-point goals. He's only hit 10 this year. 10 out of 30 from behind the arc. And already knocked down 2 here in this first half.
Well, 12 out of 32. That's a pretty good percentage from somebody in high school from the 3-point range. And he doesn't take a lot of them, but he takes good threes when he usually does that aren't forced and they're open. Both times tonight, they've been extremely wide open as Glasgow has played that zone and we've rotated it around and he's found at the bottom of the net. Probably Glasgow starts to question their decision to play a zone here for a little bit and see what they come out of the timeout in when they get back on the defensive end.
Wade Coomer's on the bench with 2 fouls for the Trojans. And for Glasgow, Ben Hughes with 3 and Shelby Adams with 2.
That really changes the complexion of Glasgow's team when somebody like Ben Hughes, one of their better, probably top scorers, is on the bench and can't play.
4:23 left in the second. It is 30-16 Barren County. As Mills handles the basketball out front for the Scotties. Barren County playing a little zone now. Mills top of the key, over to Kimball to the right side. They go down in the corner now to Peyton. Peyton leaves it off there with Mundy, and he'll bring it out. Bounces back out front near midcourt to Mills. Mills on the dribble. Back over to Kimball on the right side. Floats it back to Mills, top of the circle over the left side of Mundy. They go down to the corner to Kimball. Kimball back to Mundy. Back out front to Mills. Back to the left side of Mundy. Back to Mills. He'll leave it off with Kimball. Kimball trying to penetrate in the lane. Jumper is no good. And we got a whistle on the rebound, a foul on Glasgow.
Could be on Kimball coming right over top, but Glasgow makes the argument that he wasn't really being blocked out. He might not have been, but he landed on top of our back.
That's a team 7, so Barren County's in a bonus.
Let's just send our best free throw shooter to the line because I'm not sure if they know who actually gets to go.
Going to be Mason Perkins stepping to the charity stripe. First of 2 on the way, or actually in front of the 1-and-1 is no good. And rebound to Glasgow. Here's Kimball to the right wing. Going to fire for a 3, and it's off the mark. Perkins with the rebound for Barren. Clears it out, gives to Nick Mabe. Mabe, left side, Jackson, baseline driver, into Perkins. He puts it up and in.
Killing him right now just on those cuts. Base cut right in front of the Glasgow player. Didn't even have time to react before it was off the window.
32-16. Barren County has doubled it up on Glasgow with 3:07 to play here in the first half. Right side corner is Payton. They go back to Kimball. Now back over the right side of Mundy. Mundy looking down low. Inside, Kingery couldn't handle the pass. Taken back by Kimball. He loses the handle. Kingery gets it back, puts it up and in. Kingery with 10 of Glasgow's 18. Jackson gets the ball in play to Mabe. Mabe back to Jackson. Jackson back to Mabe on the near side. In the middle goes to Driver. Driver turns with it and hands it back off to Mabe. Mabe on the right. 2:28 to play here in the first half. They go back to Jackson, left side. Perkins with it, left corner, back to Jackson. Now Mabe with it back out front. Goes back to Jackson. Back to Perkins, out the corner for 3. Bounces high off the rim. Driver the rebound, falling backwards, can't get it. Jackson follows and in, and a foul.
What an athletic play from Billy right there. Middle of the air. Caught it. Had the awareness to throw it back in as he was getting hammered.
Shelby Adams is going to check back into the Glasgow lineup. The foul was on Mills, his first, team's 8th. And Billy Jackson at the line, 61% shooter on the year. Puts it in the air, and it's good.
Good three-point play there from Billy.
His 5th point of the game. Lead is 17 for the Trojans at 35-18. Ball knocked away by Jackson, diving for it. Mills inside, forces up a shot, and it goes out of bounds. It'll go to Barren County. Oh, Jackson got nailed there for a moment.
Things like that just exponentially increase the energy from your team when you get plays like that, and that's what we've really done. Still Glasgow only 6 points, and we've played 6 minutes this quarter. Our defensive intensity has dramatically increased.
Perkins with it, back to Jackson. Cross-court pass to Mabe. He'll send it down to Driver. Driver now bounces back out to Mabe. Mabe, long range left, lets it go. It's off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Knocked around. Jackson tried to go for it in the corner. And what do we got?
I think it's out of bounds. Glasgow ball.
Couldn't tell from this angle down here.
Yeah.
Try to get a sub in the ball game. Branson London. Glasgow will get the basketball. Comes into Adams. Bounces over now to Kimball. Floats it back to Adams. Gets it in front court. He's double teamed. Back left side underneath. They give it in there to Payton. He walked. Shot goes up. It's no good. And the rebound out of there is Billy Jackson. Long pass down to Driver. He'll put it up and in off the window.
He was much taller than all 3 Scotties he had to take on right there, but there was 3 of them he went over top of.
37-18. Ball gets knocked loose, but taken back by Payton. He throws it to the back court. Over and back call.
You got to smell blood right now, and you like the sense of urgency from our kids, even with this big lead, to just continue to hammer on it and try to put Glasgow away before the halftime break.
30-second timeout called here by Glasgow. 1:06 to play.
That's their third. They've only got 2 left, and for the rest of the game. You know, Kentucky was up, 21 or 21 the other night, and everybody about turned it off, and we've seen a lot of crazier things happen. I'm not sure if I was a student section I'd be doing what they're doing now, but we're playing well, that is for sure, and we have put Glasgow in a lot of positions where they haven't been able to do a whole lot offensively, and that's the main reason that we've got the lead that we do at 19.
Coming up at halftime, we'll talk with Mr. Terry Bunnell with the Barren County YMCA. Talk about a special event coming up in April. Coming down in a minute to play here in the first half. Trojans 37 to Scotties 18. Here's Jackson with the basketball out to Mabe. Mabe, jump pass in there to driver. Lost the handle. And here comes Mundy with it racing down the floor. Mundy to the basket. Whoa! Crashes into Branson London. And let's see what they're going to call here. They'll call a block. His second, team 6. Jasper Mundy will be at the free throw line. Mundy puts it up, and it's no good. Second shot on the way, and he got that one. 2 of 4 at the line for Mundy. Makes it 37-19. And Mills checking in for Mundy. Trojans ball, 50 seconds to play here in the first half. Here's Nick Mabe with it in backcourt. Now throws it down to Driver, left baseline. Sends it to Jackson, over to London. Baseline, Jared Coomer. Hooks it back to London, in the middle to Driver. Driver spinning, throws up a shot, no good. Gets his own rebound and puts it in.
Look at that length. The ability to just go grab it when it looked like it was out of his reach to put it back up in for a putback 2.
39-19, 22 seconds to go here in the first half. Trojans with a 20-point lead. They throw it away as Kimball just sailed it across court out of bounds. And Barren County will get the ball with 16 seconds remaining.
Our defense gets a lot of the credit, but they have no offensive identity right now. They just don't know what to do.
Nick Mabe within the backcourt, picks up his dribble, goes to London. Cross-court pass over to Jackson. 8 seconds to go.
Got to recognize, we got to go.
Mabe gets some pressure from Adams. Gets into there to Driver. Flips it up and in.
Perfect execution at the horn.
Barren County will go to the locker room with a 41-19 lead over Glasgow. We'll come back with our halftime report in a moment. This is Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This Valentine's Day, give the gift that costs less than roses and lasts forever. Name a star after someone you love. I'm Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. Call 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com and tell that special someone how much you care. For $54, we will send a beautiful personalized gift, and the new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Make it a Valentine's Day you will treasure forever. Call 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com and give the gift of a star.
Right now, during American Heart Month, go red with Macy's and save an extra 25 or 15% throughout the store. There are 2 ways to save. Simply wear red or purchase a red dress pin for $3. 100% of your pin purchase benefits Go Red for women. Go red with extra 25 or 15% savings now through Monday at Macy's. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply. Macy's is a proud national sponsor. For details, visit Macy's.com/GoRed.
It doesn't matter where in Southern Kentucky your project is or how much stone you need to get it done. There's just one call to make. Glass Aggregates. See, Glass Aggregates has quarries all over this part of the state in Barren, Allen, Hart, and Monroe counties. So the stone for your project, wherever that might be in Southern Kentucky, is close by when you call Glass Aggregates. Sand, gravel, stone, whatever your project calls for, call Glass Aggregates. Same name, serving the community for over a quarter century. Call Glass Aggregates today at 270-678-3838.
If you're like most Barren County farmers, you want feed products and nutritional supplements that are proven to work for your operation. No time on your farm to mess around. CPC Commodities understands, so they provide quality feeds they can stand behind. CPC Commodities offers direct-to-farm delivery options. Direct-to-farm. Bulk or bagged feed, minerals, tubs, and farm hardware. CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours. Call toll-free 888-618-6455.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Kerry Dilly, Vice Chairman of the Barren County Board of Education. We are BC.
And we're here at halftime. The Trojans leading the Scotties 41-19. Here at the break, always a pleasure to see Mr. Terry Bunnell with People's Bank in Glasgow and representing the Barren County Family YMCA about a special event coming up you got to talk about.
Yes, we do, Jay. Thanks for having us on the radio tonight. We want to talk about Tony Dungy coming to Glasgow on April the 16th as a fundraiser for the Barren County Family YMCA and Barren County High School. Had the opportunity to be on an interview with Coach Dungy on Monday of this week. He called into your station there and had a great conversation with him, and he is excited about coming to Glasgow on April the 16th.
That's on a Saturday.
Saturday night. It's Saturday night. You can purchase tickets by going online. You go to the website for the Barren County Family YMCA, barrencountymca.org, and you can purchase your tickets there. Tickets, we have a lot of different tickets to buy. I mean, you can start at $90. Is a ticket for a meet and greet with Coach Dungy. That's a photo with that, and then that's seating on the floor. There'll be other seating on the floor, the bleachers on the floor, and the chair backs, and then we'll have bleachers upstairs, and those are $20 per ticket. The money goes to the YMCA. We're the primary beneficiary of the evening. We've got a lot of renovation going on at the YMCA, and so Coach Dungy wants to be a part of that. When we had the interview with him on Monday, the question was asked, why'd you make your choice, or why'd you choose us to take our proposal? And he said he believes in the mission of the YMCA, and he believes in the impact that his message will have to the crowd that will be there on April 16th. The topic is motivating the spirit. Coach Dungy, your listeners know, he's coached a Super Bowl team. I mean, he's a champion, Super Bowl coach, and as a player. He was a player for the Steelers. Yes. And so he has been involved in football for many, many years, but he does a lot outside of football. Talks faith, very much belief in God and how the whole person, Jay. I mean, it's what we're talking about.
He's wrote a couple of books, too.
Lots of books. He's got some on the New York bestseller list, so he's done that. Family man, I mean, they have 9 children, and he's easy to talk to when we had him on the interview. What can he say that will impact the lives of people? That's what his message is talking about, again, the whole person, and from a coach to a student athlete to a mom to a dad to an employer, employee. I'm talking about all those relationships and how it all comes together and makes us better. That's his message, is, again, motivating the spirit. It's going to be an exciting night. I mean, he could have gone anywhere, and he made a choice to be with us on April the 16th. And he said, he could be talking to corporations, but he's not going to have an impact on them like he's going to have on us come April the 16th, Jay.
And again, where can you get tickets?
You go to the website for the YMCA. That's barrencountymca.org. You go online, purchase your tickets. We've had a great increase in ticket sales the last couple of days, so it's been wonderful.
Right.
But go to the website, purchase your tickets, come out. Barren County High School, we want to fill the place. We got 3,000 tickets to be sold. We want to pack that place. and show Coach Dungy that we appreciate him being here, but more importantly, we believe in the message that he's going to be delivering that night.
And again, that's Saturday, April 16th.
April 16th. Yeah, we'll start off with the meet and greet at 5 o'clock. It'll go for about an hour on that. Coach Dungy then will talk to us about 45 minutes, and then we'll have 30 minutes of question and answer. And we want the crowd's participation in that question and answer. So it's just a great time. I mean, you got a person that's been involved in a lot, seen a lot. I mean, he has personal tragedy in his life, overcome that. Been in the NFL, had some successes there, had some failures there. But he's finished out on the top with that NFL career, and he's got one of his players is playing the Super Bowl come Sunday.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. The man knows what he's doing. So we're excited about him being here, and we just want to encourage people to come out and help the YMCA with the purchase of those tickets, and everybody's going to have a fun time at it. I mean, it's going to be a great, exciting time for us.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Saturday, April 16th, 5 o'clock, Barren County High.
Yes, Jay, thanks for having us on. We appreciate the media sponsor from Commonwealth Broadcasting.
Well, it's good to see you.
Right.
Always good to see you. Take care of yourself. Thanks for sharing a few minutes with us.
We do. Thanks, Jay, and go Trojans.
Yes. Mr. Terry Bunnell with us here at halftime as the Trojans lead 41-19 over the Scotties. We'll take a look at a few stats here in their halftime report. Brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave, and our halftime stats brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, serving all with dignity and respect since 1899. Looking at Glasgow in the first half, they got 10 points from James Kingry. He scored 10 of the Scotties, 19 points. He had 4 baskets, one of those a three-point shot. 6 points for Ben Hughes. 2 of 4 free throws for Jasper Mundy. Karam Kimball was 1 of 2 at the free throw line for his only point. Shelby Adams started the ball game and failed to score. Barren County in the first half of play got 12 points for Gavin Driver, 6 baskets for Gavin Driver, 11 for Nick Mabe in the first half, had a couple of threes, 2 twos, and 1 of 2 at the line. Wade Coomer did not play a whole lot in the first half. He got 2 fouls, but did score 7 points. He had a 3 and 2 two-point baskets. Billy Jackson with 5, couple of baskets and a free throw. Jared Coomer with a couple of field goals for 4, and Mason Perkins had 2. Branson London and Tyler Mosby saw action, but failed to score in the first half. And Robert, I think you got a few other stats there to pass along.
Just a couple here. For the first half, Barren County was 18 of 28. That's pretty good. 41 points and a half, that's a lot. And you can shoot at a pretty good, you can put up a lot of points when you shoot that well, is what I'm trying to say. 3 of 7 from 3, 17 rebounds. We had, I think, 5 offensive rebounds out of those 17. So 5 offensive, 12 defensive, but you're not going to get a whole lot of offense when you shoot that well. And only 6 turnovers. Glasgow was 7 of 22, 1 of 7 from 3. They had 5 rebounds and 5 turnovers in the first half.
All right. 22-point lead for the Trojans as we head into quarter number 3, brought to you by Glass Aggregates, same name, serving this community for over a quarter of a century. Foul situation in the first half for the Scotties. Ben Hughes picked up 3. Shelby Adams with 2, 1 each on Kimball, Mundy, and Mills. And Barren County, Wade Coomer, Branson London with 2 fouls apiece, 1 each on Nick Mabe and Billy Jackson. Barren County outscored Glasgow in the second quarter, 22-7.
It was a change in defensive intensity, really. I thought, they had their first 6 points off baseline drives or getting bias on defense, and we didn't recover, didn't rotate. I didn't like the way our defense really looked. We made a change, went to some zones, and put a little pressure, got some traps, and really just everything changed. And it's crazy how it always seems to do that when we throw a little wrinkle in. We pick up some pressure. We just do one thing defensively, and you make a play like Billy with the tip in down there. Everything seems to change. Nick, great first half. He said he had those 2 threes. He was 4 of 5. Gavin was 6 of 11. Both those guys in the double digits.
On the Coca-Cola scoreboard check, one final score. Louisville Fairdale beat Hart County girls tonight, 83-57. Of course, the Trojanettes fell to the Lady-Scotties earlier tonight, 53-34. Barren County will host Hart County tomorrow night in a girl-boy doubleheader. Girls game will start at 6. We'll be out there at 5:45. Boys game to follow about 7:30, 7:45 or so. Got a busy stretch of games coming up. It'll be Glasgow's basketball as we start the third quarter. As the Trojans go back with Billy Jackson, Nick Nabe, Gavin Driver, Jared Coomer, Wade Coomer. Glasgow with Ben Hughes, Shelby Adams, Jasper Mundy, James Kingery, and Karam Kimball. Scotties with the ball. Adams over to Kimball to the right wing. Kimball now puts down the dribble, gives it off to Adams. He'll float it down low in there to Kingery, up and under, working in there against Wade Coomer, and he puts it up and in.
I think they tried to go right at Wade to pick up his third foul there in their first possession, but it didn't work.
41-21, middle to Driver, right side Jackson. Hooks it in the lane. Here's Wade Coomer, puts it up and in.
Not sure Glasgow made a defensive adjustment at halftime because the same thing we burned them on in the first half, we opened the second half with.
And there's a pass going out of bounds. I think it skipped off the arm of Kimball. He wasn't really looking for it, so unforced turnover gives it to the Trojans. 43-21, Barren County on top. Jackson with the basketball, gives it off to May.
Glasgow continues to pressure. I'm not sure I would do that. They only have 5 turnovers or forced 5 turnovers in the whole first half.
In the lane underneath, here's Jared Coomer, flips it up and in. May have got fouled on that, too.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we turned it over 6 times, but Jared's still perfect. He's 3 of 3 from the floor still tonight.
45-21, Barren County lead. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Adams with the basketball, gives it off to Kimball. He'll throw it behind him to Hughes. Hughes will hand it to Mundy. Mundy will work out top, gives to Kingery. Kingery goes right side to Adams. Adams now back left side over to Hughes. Hughes putting down the dribble. He wants to drive. He goes into the lane. Ball almost got away from him. Kingery was there to get it. And Adams with it back out top. Adams now goes right side to Kimball. Kimball looking. Now throws it back to Hughes, top of the circle. Had it smacked away by Wade Coomer. Tried to make a dive for the basketball. Hughes drives around Jackson, flips it up and in, and a foul.
Little NBA continuation there. The foul was out on the floor, but they're going to give him the bucket.
2 fouls on Billy Jackson, the first one of the Trojans in the second half. And it's Ben Hughes, 51% free throw shooter on the season. And he puts it up, and it's no good. Rebound to Billy Jackson. 45-23, Trojans. Jackson down to Wade Coomer on the near side. Back out front to Jackson. Now he'll hand it to Nick Nabe to set up. Straight away over to Wade Coomer. And a pass. That's going to go up. Just sailed through Billy Jackson. Tried to go with him down low, but he's cutting across the lane there. Don't think Coach Cunningham liked that pass too well.
Try to force things. You don't want to force things like you're down 22. You want to play like you're up that many.
45-23 Trojans. There's Ben Hughes against Billy Jackson. Makes a move, goes inside. Double pump, no good. Driver rips it away. Now gets rid of the basketball to Nick Mabe. Mabe goes right side to Wade Coomer. Now to Jackson. Cross-court pass, Mabe. Jared Coomer, baseline, good.
We found the open guys, and the open guys have knocked down shots. That was a much better executed offensive possession there with good ball movement.
Jared Coomer with 8 points tonight, 47-23. Barren County. Kimball with the basketball for the Scotties. Drives into the lane, goes under, puts it up in traffic. It's no good. Rebound Adams falling away, puts it up, hangs, and falls in.
Might be the first second chance point we've given Glasgow tonight.
47-25. Jared Coomer and Campbell with the steal, 3-on-1 to the basket, puts it in.
Try to dribble it. You just got to pick it up. And Warren wants a timeout to talk about it. Still up 20, but you can't be happy. Those little things are going to get you beat when you play Russell County. They're not going to get you beat when you play Glasgow, but you just got to think. The possession is more important than you keeping your dribble. And I know Warren's been a little hard on Jared tonight, but rightfully so. He's perfect from the field. He's 4 of 4, and then gets the ball point-blank range and doesn't look to score. Next year he's going to be the guy, or one of the main guys. He's got to take on that scoring role, and we'd love for him to do it now, especially when he's in position to score. But he's got a chance to be a terrific player, and I think he's just got to exert himself more. And that's going to come. He's a sophomore. You can't expect him to be playing exactly like he would as he was a senior.
Mason Perkins back in the game here in the second half for Coach Warren Cunningham. Scotties in a full court press as Perkins runs a baseline, gets it into Nick Mabe. Nick Mabe now goes back to Perkins. He fires it up to Driver. Driver dumps it off to Jared Coomer on the left wing. Jared Coomer pulls up, shoots a 17-footer that's no good. And the ball tipped out. Here's Glasgow as Kingery chases it down to the right corner. And he stepped on the inline, and so Barren County will get it back with 4:27 to play here in the third. Trojans leading by 20, 47-27. Perkins will toss it in. Perkins looking. Gets it in play to Jared Coomer. Throws it over to Jackson. Jackson now working up the right sideline. Stops and looks and goes back to Jared Coomer. Off to Nick Mabe on the left wing. Mabe will bring it back out. Gives to Perkins behind the arc on the left side. Perkins looking. Back out to Mabe now. Mabe back to Perkins. He's open. Doesn't look for the shot. Goes into the high post there to Driver. Had it smacked loose. Foul on Adams. His third. Team's first of the second half. Barren County's basketball on the left baseline. Gavin Driver will inbound. Comes in the corner to Jackson. Feeds it back to Driver. Down low, posted. Works inside. Puts up the shot. Good. Had two defenders on it.
He's worked through two a lot of the night and sometimes more.
That's his 14th point. First of the second half. 49-27. Adams with it between the circles. Right side over to Kimball. Back out to Adams. Goes left to Mundy. He'll go down to the corner to Kimball. Floats it in there to Hughes. Left elbow. Back to Adams for a three, and it's good.
Only Glasgow's second three of the night.
Cuts the lead to 19 at 49-30. Perkins gives to Jackson. Off to Mabe. Mabe racing down and intended underneath for Jared Coomer. Not a good pass. Try to force it in there. Campbell to the other end. Crashes into Jackson. Offensive foul.
First one we've taken tonight. We've had an opportunity or two and sometimes not getting the call tonight. Not gotten the call tonight, but that time was hard to call it against us.
Second foul on Kimball. And the second against Glasgow here in the second half. Ball comes into play to Gavin Driver. He'll bounce it off long to Jackson. Jackson driving to the basket. Puts it up and in.
And a foul. I didn't hear the whistle.
I didn't either.
But it was blown, and that was a good job by Billy. I thought he was going to pull it out, kind of hesitated, accelerated, and got his man on his hip to protect the ball. And that's what drew the foul.
Foul is on Kingery, his first, team's third. Billy Jackson at the line. Shot is good. Point number 8 for Billy Jackson. 51-30, back to a 21-point lead now for the Trojans.
6 of 8 for Billy's on 2 3-point plays.
Here's Adams with the basketball around the top of the key, penetrates, gives it off the left corner. Campbell will fire, miss, rebound to Nick Mabe for the Trojans. Mabe stops, fires on the near side to Wade Coomer. He'll go back to Mabe. Mabe getting a lot of pressure from Kimball. Hooks it in there to Driver at the free throw line. Dumps it off to Perkins. Gives to Jackson. He'll go to the basket. Lay it up and in.
Mason passed up a good shot for a much better shot for Billy's 10th.
53-30. Trojans by 23 and 2:22 left to go. Third period of play. Adams, top of the key. Kingery will fire for a three. It's off the mark. Ball tips out. Mabe's got it for the Trojans. Mabe on the run. Takes it. Lays it in.
Probably an and one there, too. Didn't get the call, but he hesitated and put on the burners.
13 now for Nick Mabe, and it's 55-30. Trojans now about 25, led to 22 at halftime. Mundy with the basketball, straight away to Adams for the three. Bombs it in there. That's two back-to-back for Adams. 55-33, Jackson with the basketball for Barren. Over it goes to Perkins. Perkins back to the near side of Mabe. Diagonal pass. Wade Coomer fakes, puts it up and in.
I'm still confused why Allen County is continuing to pressure us. It's not reaping them any benefits whatsoever, and we're putting on a passing clinic.
Kingery in traffic. Puts it up. It's no good, but a foul. And Billy Jackson, or rather Gavin Driver, gets his first. That's number 2 on Barren County here in the second half. James Kingery at the line. 10 first half points. 2 here in the second half. And his free throw is up and it's good. 72% free throw shooter. 13 now for Kingery. Jared Coomer and Tyler Mosby. Check into the Trojan lineup for Mason Perkins. Gavin Driver with a minute 21 to play here in the third quarter. 57-34 Trojan lead. And Kingery back at the stripe. His second shot is up and good. Glasgow goes back to the full court press again. Wade Coomer gives it off to Jackson. Near side is Nick Mabe. He'll bring it up into the front court of the left side. Now still on the dribble. Brings it back out with 1:10 to play here in the third quarter. And a pretty even third quarter. Backdoor pass is Jackson. He's fouled. And it's on Kingery. His second. Team's fourth. And Billy Jackson will head to the free throw line for his pair of shots here. Got 10 points in a basketball game tonight. 4 baskets, 2 of 2 at the free throw line. This shot is too strong. He'll have one more. Both teams have scored 16 points here in the third quarter. Jackson puts it up. He misses again. And the rebound of Kingery. Got a foul on Jared Coomer. And that'll be his first, team's third of the half. With 1:02 to play here in the third quarter. Inbounds pass comes to Adams. Adams across the timeline. Right side over to Mundy. Mundy guarded by Mosby. Back out top to Kingery. Kingery fakes, feeds it in there to Hughes. Hughes works inside. Shot blocked in there by Jared Coomer. Coming up with it, Nick Mabe. Dribbles out of the trap. Races down the floor. Goes inside. Deals it off to Mosby. He puts it up and in.
At numbers and accelerator right down the middle of the floor. Tyler Mosby's played nice minutes tonight. Got 2 points there to show for it.
59-35. Adams driving to the basket. He'll flip it up and a whistle. Blocking foul on Tyler Mosby.
Should have been a charge. Only case I can make for it to be a block is he slid over a little too late, but
these officials don't call charges very often.
You have a point. We have
several officials that would have called it a charge.
Yeah, we have had the benefit of having those officials multiple times, and this group isn't more of a charge-oriented officiating crew.
First free throw missed by Adams. He'll have one more. Second shot on the way, and he hit that one. Got all 9 of his points here in the third quarter. 22 seconds to go. Mabe with the basketball. Over to Wade Coomer. We come toward the end of the third period. Here's Mosby into Jared Coomer to the basket. He puts it up and in.
Just asking to get 2 points scored against you right now to continue to press it.
And he's got 10. 62-36. Barren County. 4 seconds to play. Third quarter. Mills crashes into Billy Jackson. There's an offensive foul.
Billy's got both of them tonight.
That'll be Mills' second personal. Glasgow's fifth. We have 4/10 of a second to play here in the third. And Billy Jackson going to throw it long down court, and Jared Coomer flipped it up. That will end the third quarter of play. That's to be Barren County up by 26 after 3, 62-36 over Glasgow. And we'll come back to the fourth quarter after this break. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7-Icon.
There are times being a genius would really come in handy.
All right, since Jess and I only ordered 3 drinks and split the chicken, and you guys ate about 3/4 of the guac, but Tim only left us $15, not including tax and tip, I'm thinking Hal and Karen split a third of the bill 2 ways, so you guys each take on 12%. Does that seem fair?
But thankfully, you don't need to be a genius to do your own taxes, because TurboTax's Explain Why feature helps you understand the math behind your refund. Intuit TurboTax. Taxes done smarter. Feature availability varies by product and platform.
There was one at the grocery this morning, standing right there in front of the frozen corn. Dangest thing.
If it seems like there's a Farm Bureau agent everywhere you go, it's because there is one in every county of the Commonwealth. So no matter where you are, you're never far from someone who can take care of all your insurance needs with the personal service you'd expect from someone who lives where you live. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Call me, Matt London, at the Reynolds Road office today, 678-3500.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan assistant football coach Nathan Peters, and we are BC.
Fourth quarter brought to you by SCRTC, hometown people, big city service, cooperative values. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer here at fourth quarter. Glasgow High, Trojans lead 62-36. Right side, Billy Jackson. He's guarded by Adams. They go with a driver, spin move, follow away shot is no good. Follow no good, and the shot goes back up and in for Jared Coomer. Stayed with it. He's got 12, 64-36. Barren scored 21, Glasgow 17 in that third period. Adams back over the right side, a little fake. They go inside, is deflected, and I believe Jared Coomer stepped on the end line underneath the basket. He'll stay with the Scotties. They've got Evan Riddle back in the ball game to start the fourth quarter for Coach James Willett. And Adams will toss it in for the Scotties. He'll throw it out to Riddle, right side over to Mills. They go down in the corner to Hughes. Ball gets knocked away. Up court, Wade Coomer lays it in. Flipped it up on the left side of the rim. 13 now for Wade. 30-point Barren County lead now. 66-36. Almost a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Adams gives it over to Hughes. Leaves it out there with Mills. He goes back to Adams for the three ball. It's no good. Rebound Jared Coomer. He'll get rid of it to Wade Coomer. Long pass down the forward. Driver missed it. Came up a little short. And rebound to the Scotties, Shelby Adams. Hughes with it on the right wing. Down low in there. Posted up working against Driver. Shot goes up no good. Rebound by Jared Coomer. Here's Wade Coomer on the right side of the floor. Drives to the baseline. He's cut off. Throws it back out to Jackson for a three. Yes! Billy Jackson.
That was in rhythm. Didn't even think about it.
That's only his third three-pointer this season. He's only put up 8 attempts from long range.
That was more, I'm feeling it, I'm shooting it.
69-36 Barren County. They go out to Adams, penetrating in the lane. Runner is no good. Rebound taken off by Jared Coomer. Here comes Billy Jackson down the right side of the floor. And Jared Coomer giving it out to Wade Coomer.
We need a 2 for a running clock. Is that right?
Yep. 5:44 to play. Jared Coomer dumps it down to Driver. Hooks it back to the lane. Shot goes up. It's no good. By Mosby at the free throw line. Here's Hughes with it for Glasgow. Pushing it down the floor. Lost the handle. And Wade Coomer tried to make a dive for it. And what do we got here? A foul on the Trojans. Billy Jackson is third. Team's fifth. Chase Dial checking into the Trojan lineup for Gavin Driver.
And they will start to sub out our starters here.
Dial, a 5'11", 177-pound junior. Glasgow basketball. Adams will toss it in. And what do we got here? Knocked out of bounds by Mosby. Stays with the Scotties with 5:27 to play. Scotties ball as Adams looking for Kingery. Can't get it to him. Kimball with it right of the lane. Goes in the corner now to Mills and back out to Mundy. He'll go up to the shot. Oh, that should be an offensive foul. Oh, they're going to call it a block.
Yeah, well, what happened was Chase Dowell's got to understand that his teammate Mosby sitting there ready to take the charge and not commit the foul before the Glasgow player can get to him.
So Dial his first. Free throw's good for Jasper Mundy. He's 3 of 5 at the line. His third point of the game. Nick May, been on the bench for a while. Take a little rest. Back in for the Trojans. 69-37. Mundy puts this one in the air, and he missed it. Rebound to Mosby. May racing down the floor with it for the Trojans. Pulls up now against Adams. Drives, left side, goes to the basket, puts it up, rolls it in.
Yeah. It hung up there for a while. Gives us a warning for not letting the ball go through the cylinder there.
71-37, Barren County, 5:06 to play here in the fourth. Shelby Adams with the basketball. Left side over to Kimball. Lobs it back to Adams. Right side over Mundy. Back to Adams. Hooks it back over the left side. Kimball for 3. Good. Third three-pointer of the second half for Glasgow. 71-40 the score. Mosby drives against Kimball. Throws it back up, and nobody there to get it.
Got to settle down and be under control there.
.435 to play. Trojans 71, Scotties 40. Adams with the basketball. Trying to get a screen from Kimball. He'll pull up with a 17-footer, and he hit it.
Kind of relaxed their intensity a little bit. You would expect that, but that's what allowed Glasgow to get some points and almost take the running clock off the board.
Yep. Mabe in the lane, jumper short. Ball saved back in bounds, but Glasgow has it. Racing down the floor is Mills. He'll go in for the layup. Good. 71-44 with 4 minutes to play. Now a 7-0 run here. Mabe with the basketball. Adams guarding him. Left side is Dial. Mundy defending him. Here's Perkins. Nice move down the left side of the lane. Puts it up and in.
Well, that would have been a very tough play for a right-handed player, but the left hand on his strong side of the rim made that a little bit easier for him.
Mason Perkins with his second field goal tonight, 73-44. Kimball goes in there to Kingery. Kingery into a lot of traffic there. Got a whistle and a foul. And this one will be charged to Mosby, his second, team 7. And the 1-1 for James Kingery. Got Colton Thomas in the ball game, 6'2", 170, a sophomore, and Parker Stevens, 5'11", 140, a sophomore. Free throw is good for Kingery. He'll get the bonus. Kingery now with 15, only 5 here in the second half, and only 1 field goal for Kingery here in the second half. 73-45, 73-46. Kingery hitting that free throw shot. 3:22 to play. Mabe with it, works against Adams. Into the front corner to the near side, gives rid of it to Dial. Dial will drive off to Mabe, out top, Perkins a 3, bottom.
Hit 3 at Logan County. He's tried a couple tonight and knocked down that one.
Back up to 30 for the Trojans at 76-46.
So we beat him by at home, right? 30?
Yeah. It was 79-49 at home.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
2:50 to play. They go down low to Kingery. Kingery posted there, working against Mabe, puts up the shot. Good.
Got to hold our ground there and don't let him back us down.
76-48. Nick Mabe with the basketball for Barren County. Guarded out there by Adams. He'll send it over the near side of Stevens. We've got a 30-second timeout.
Just get some subs in, and we'll get right back going.
Garrett Hardiman to the ball game. 6'1", 150, a sophomore. And also in is Will Bandy, 6'5", 190, an 8th grader. 2:34 remaining. And Parker Stevens will inbound the ball. Comes out to Bandy, hands it back to Stevens. Stevens, right side over to to Dial. They go down to Thomas. Right-handed hook shot. Good.
Well, half hook from 6-8 feet there.
78-48. 2:20 to play. As Glasgow has some new players in the ball game, we'll pick up the numbers and names here. As a three-point try in the air that's no good for Jackson Riffle. And an offensive rebound as Evan Riddle will fire it up and in on the left baseline. 78-50, just under 2 minutes to play. We've got Dwayne Cook in the ball game, number 25 for Glasgow, 5'9", 155 sophomore. Garrett Arterman on the left wing for the Trojans. That goes back out to Stevens. Stevens working around the left side. Back to Arterman. He's going to fire it up for three. It's way off the mark. And taken by Payton for Glasgow. He'll give it to Cook with 1:34 remaining. Here's a steal. Ball's picked off. Dial to the rack. He gets hammered hard by two Scotties. We'll see which one it's on. And Chase Dial will head to the free throw line for a pair of shots. This foul is on Riddle, his first. Barren County is going to get Landon Key in the ball game and Tyler Smith here in just a moment. Free throw is good for Chase Dial. Tyler Smith, 6'2", 216, a sophomore. Brandon Reed's going to check in, 5'11", 135 at a sophomore. Second shot good for Dial. $79-50, 1:28 remaining. Cook with a basketball for Glasgow. 2-3 zone with the Trojans. Right side it goes to Riffle. Back around the perimeter left to Riddle. We got Riddle and Riffle. And down low, here's a shot going up, no good for Worley, who's in the game, Dylan Worley. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Glasgow as Riddle will toss it in with 1:11 remaining. Riddle lobs it in there, and we're going to have a foul here. Dylan Worley kind of came over the top of one of the Trojans there, and he's going to head to the line.
That was on Reed.
So with 1:09 to play at the line for Glasgow, Dylan Worley, 5'11", 170, a senior. Puts it up, and it is no good. Rebound comes off to Bandy. Parker Stevens with it with 1:05 remaining in the ball game. Stevens, left side to Arterman. Arterman looking for Bandy down low. He's got it posted in there, works inside, trying to go for the shot. And a foul is going to be charged to Worley. And that puts Will Bandy, 6'5", 190, 8th grader, at the free throw line for the Trojans. Puts it up, and it's good. Nothing but net. Makes it 80-50. Second shot good for Bandy. 81-50, 55 seconds to go. Barren County is going to win this. Oh, there's a collision. That's an offensive foul.
Tyler Smith in perfect position right in the middle of the lane to draw the charge.
It's going to be on Cook. Colton Thomas back in to replace Will Bandy with 49.8 to play. Trojans are going to go to 6-0 in the district. They'll win the regular season district outright here tonight against the Glasgow Scotties. 82-50. Here's Reed inside to Arterman, and we got a whistle and a foul. And this foul is on Worley. Garrett Arterman at the free throw line for two shots. First one is up, and it rims out. I thought it was 1-1, I guess. Glasgow back the other way with 34 seconds to play. Long three out of the corner, no good. Rebound taken by Colton Thomas. Parker Stevens with it out front. Gets rid of it to Arterburn. 18 seconds left in the game. Back out to Stevens.
A good win for us, capping off that district season, but we got to go right back at it again tomorrow night with 2 more back in Trojan Gym finally.
Trojans also going to get their 20th win of the season here tonight as the time runs down, and the Trojans win tonight over the Glasgow Scotties. 82-50 is your final score as Barren County goes to 20-4 on the season. 6-0 in the district. Glasgow falls to 8-13 overall. 2-3 in district play. We'll come back with the CPC Commodities postgame report in just a moment.